Yours.
Whoosh.
Or.
Oh.
Oh, it takes a
No.
couple seconds and it to pop up.
Oh, I was like,
Oh, he's happy.
that is stuff.
Hello, Edward.
Hello. Appreciate.
Only for the first couple.
Yeah. Hello, Peak. Hello, Jinx. Oh, again, Edward. Thank you for
Hello,
the
Peak.
derpy.
Hello, Peak. Hello, Jinxie.
The most important check.
Clearing things out.
Derpy chat.
I don't like starting the stream immediately because it takes a minute for people to come in. Better to play a quest ad. I already have an index, so.
Oh, so they have ads that are just for VR headsets now? That's...
Well, it's on Twitch. That's if you're gonna have ads for VR headsets.
Well, so he's watching this on
No,
the VR headset?
no, it was an ad for the headset.
Oh. I was kind of like, ads in 3D would be kind of cool. You could it could be like you reaching for the purple stuff next to the Sunny D.
But we have to
in real
load in
life.
the entire 3D environment
Yeah.
because for you to move within, that would be.
You could reach for the purple stuff and leave the Sunny D behind.
But if
Ruin
you
the
saw
ad.
a loading bar for your advertisement, you're just gonna leave.
But the purple stuff.
Please hold for an important message from Cheetos.
Yes, that's fair. He's the coolest cheetah there ever was.
Purple stuff.
Stuff.
Should be a horror movie. I'm sure VR games don't become like mobile games. There are some VR games I've heard that have mobile, like, or they put advertisements in the games. A lot of I've heard some Quest ones do that because they want to, like, billboard type things.
Now I'm just imagining Candy Crush, but in VR, and it's a horror game because giant candy blocks are like trying to crush you.
What is purple stuff? Purple stuff is what Sunny D advertised as the anything but Sunny D. It was like, drink Sunny D, not that purple stuff.
It was always soda, purple stuff, Sunny D. Then you drink the purple stuff.
But the Sunny D is it tastes like you're drinking if plastic had made orange juice.
Kinda.
It's not. It doesn't taste like orange juice.
It's basically pre-made Tang. That's what Sunny D is.
Yeah, like a powdery. Like,
Yeah. They
yeah.
definitely made it from a powder.
Sunny D does taste awful.
That's why I want the purple stuff.
And I drank it when I was younger a little bit, but it's because of the ads and stuff. Now, yeah, definitely not. I don't touch that crap.
I like to imagine the purple stuff is just like a gallon of wine because mom has a problem.
No, I do like orange juice. To me, what I used to have when I was at work and I just like would grab a quick breakfast was I would grab like a little bit of orange juice and like a Cliff Bar, the little like rectangular shaped ones. I think it was the macadamia nut. I don't know why, but the orange juice with that was just so good. It's a weird chocolate and orange juice mix kind of thing, but it's delicious. That was like my favorite morning snack for like a good year. It wasn't good for you. It was tons of sugar.
That is definitely peach. Like that is just
Yes.
straight. There's no extra sugar. It's just peach. Like
Drank a peach wine. I'm not a big fan of peach, but I can taste. I don't like the flavor immediately, but everything that follows is fine.
yeah.
Because the follow up on that is actually that lingering taste that all the other wines from that same person has.
I kind of drank and like I'll drink this. I think this is okay, but
Sunny D. That is probably the best comparison. Sunny D tastes like oranges in the way medicine tastes like cherries.
Like the cough syrup.
Yeah, that is pretty apt comparison. Yes, exactly.
I did always used to love the taste of Pepto-Bismol.
Well, yeah.
Like if I was allowed, I would have just drank Pepto-Bismol as a kid. Was I a weird child?
Yeah, because you were just trying to get drugged up.
All those antacids.
Anyways, we're working on the video we started Tuesday. Yeah, it was Tuesday, a little bit more. So I haven't touched it since then. But for those that weren't here then, we're working on a video where there is minimal words used and is just making fun of the stereotypes of each character and then ending it in a funny way. By stereotypes, I mean the way that they use words. Yeah.
Darling. Darling. Apples, apples. Darling, darling, darling. Apples, apples. Darling, darling, darling. Books. Books, books. Apples, darling, books.
I love that part. Apples, darling, books. This is art.
This is art. So, no, it was books. Books is her word.
Books is better. Magic is too on the nose. Books is her personality.
And it's funnier if you have those like 1 to maybe 2 syllable words. Magic is 2 syllables, but there's a lot to it. It's like apples and darling but magic. I don't know. Magic feels more complicated to me, but it's fine because I don't.
I do like the idea of Applejack just being the element of apples.
Darling, darling, darling.
Her elements are just...
Apples, apples. Darling, darling, darling. Books? Books, books, books. Apples, darling, books.
Yeah, I need to. That's not the final audio that anybody's using. I just loaded up a couple different versions of the same word and just used it. I want to actually try to find ones that are more specific to like an emotion that I was going for. Like, I would want to have like here Applejack have a slightly concerned, the darling here being slightly questionable, and then her just being excited. Because it'd be like apples, darling, books, and just be funny. So, I think what I'm going to start this with is getting some of the lip syncing done. I only have to do it to one word, which is nice. So I just have to find a spot. Stop saying darling. Apples, apples. That was
apples.
Apples, apples.
I feel like that's all Applejack says anyways. She seems normal.
Darling. Apples, apples.
Apples, apples.
Yeah,
darling, darling, darling. Apples, apples. Darling.
She always. Oh, I think.
Apples.
Actually, her voice is probably the best sounding in here too. Darling gets a little bit weird at one point. Magic has that hard J sound. Yeah, maybe that might be what it is. It feels. I guess it feels like more of like 2 distinct separations instead of like 2 sounds. So yeah, I like books because books is 1 syllable, right?
Yes, and it fits.
Books.
1 syllable. Books.
Is it?
Yes. It's not books.
It's book. Books.
Book.
Book. And then x.
Book. I'm gonna say it like that forever.
It's 4 syllable. K. Sounds Japanese.
A little bit.
Yeah, so I'm gonna find one where she just says it once, but the only time is here. Wait, do I have this time where I can steal it? Actually, probably more work than just doing it myself.
Steal it? Oh, the time she says apples.
Finding a different video where she said apples.
When would Applejack ever have said apples?
I'm trying to think of in videos that I've made if I have. And I really don't know off the top of my head, and even just trying to find it would be more time than just finding it. I love how the ears just flop around violently because of the snapping poses. Yeah.
Take forever to animate these 2 syllable words.
Okay, so let's go to Applejack. And the nice thing is, once the lip sync is done for the one word, essentially, I can just copy paste it between all of them. It's not going to work 100% that way. Some of them might be slightly quicker. Some of the syllables might, like the two different parts of it might be slightly off, and so I might do a little poking. But normally, it's going to be such a small difference that if I don't do anything, it probably be whatever. Okay. I was like, are you okay?
Hello, Kite.
Hello, Kite. Happy Friday. Let's ask Siri to ask Bigsby to ask Google to define syllable. Who uses Bigsby?
What is a Bixby?
It's basically Samsung's version of Google or Hey Google or whatever that stuff is, or Alexa.
Weird.
It's technically I have Bigsby on my phone, but I never use it. My watch I've used it sometimes, but not my phone.
I have Google on everything.
Hmm?
I just have Google on everything.
Yeah, just abandon your identity, become one with Google.
Oh, I can only hope. You think Google will like me? I want Google to like me. Great.
I'll go a little further for. So this should be saying apples, apples. This goes back a little bit. Just do a little bit of a bite, a little bit of an extra close. I wish I could do like a whole mouth upwards motion. I thought there's a down motion. Yeah, I don't think there's a mouth up motion. I can kind of do it. You just grab all the lips and shove them up a little bit. So then in the middle here for ah. A little more stretch there. Apples. Or so it's apples. So it should be forward. Apples.
It's difficult for me not to leave like fingerprints all over your screen.
Do you
It's
know
a real
boop?
struggle. I'm sitting here, I'm staring at that booper. And if I boop it, I get upset because I will have gotten fingerprints on your things. Takes a great deal of restraint. Be honest, chat. How many of you have put fingerprints on your screens to boop a pony? I'm taking a poll. Kinda.
I'm gonna say no, because you only leave fingerprints if you have greasy fingers, and who has greasy fingers?
Somebody who just ate like a burger.
Who was that?
Both of us. They were delicious. Or bacon blue cheeseburgers. Can't boop only through the screen, you must take direct contact with the muzzle. Yes, but she's on the other side of the screen. Very frustrating. Hello, Mitch. Have you come to see the ponios?
Making them say words like those aren't words. Need less teeth. More teeth.
Those are apple jumps. Mr. Edward, criminal. No. Will not accept this, Mitch. I believe everyone's screens are just covered in fingerprints from hours of booping screens. I will believe this.
He's trying to justify his own screen.
Yeah, it's just covered in boot marks.
Right, gonna blend these just a little bit. This doesn't look country enough. That's more country.
Gotta say, Apple's country style. Yeah. The Apple Crisp. I like
Okay.
that Apple Crisp that you had for, like...
Yeah, I finally made it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Or did you just throw it out?
No, I made it.
Oh, I thought
I
just
told
threw
you
it
about
out.
it, and then you're like, "Oh, is that why the little pan is there?"
I thought you just took the pan out and threw the rest away.
Mm-mm. All it was basically a bag of some kind of a flour mix, a bag of some kind of sugar mix, and then you put the apples in.
What kind of apple did you...
Whatever was in the fridge. You had a bunch
Was
in
it a
there.
green or a red apple?
It was red.
Okay, then it was a Honey Crisp. A very Minnesotan,
Because it
Apple
was
Crisp
invented
made.
here.
It was.
I'm gonna round this a little bit. Being it's the only word she's saying, I want to get a like. In.
They were Braber.
Is her tongue going to come up for the L? Yeah, I always do tongue last because if you, well, a sound might actually require a tongue motion. If you can't see it, then what's the point of doing it? So I always do the tongue absolutely last. Sometimes I don't even do it until the animation is done fully, because you want to, if the mouth is visible, you want to make sure you see the tongue move, and depending on the camera angle, you might not actually see it, and so I have to do it a lot where even like the mouth motion, I might have to open it wider or move it at a weirder angle because the camera angle makes it so the mouth doesn't look as open or doesn't fit as well anymore. So it really depends. In this case, I'll probably just skip it for now, but I'll come back to it before I finish the video then.
Mitch, I do not get the point of Red Delicious apples.
They're like apples towards the end of their life.
I think Red Delicious exists solely for the purpose of looking. That's all they are. Is they're bright red and they look like...
I don't think they even look pretty.
No?
No, because they're just dark red. I think that Brayburn and like Granny Smith are the
Granny
ones that look the
Smith
best.
is good in a pie. Like if you're making some sort of dessert, Granny Smith is definitely the way to go. I wouldn't say it's a great eating. That's like Fuji apples or Gala apples or Honeycrisp apples. Those are good.
Yeah, I like the ones that they're red with just that slight orange, like patchiness, not to it, not a flat. Like Red Delicious are always like flat red, perfect red, but that's not nature.
Yeah, like Granny Smith is
Yeah,
good.
Fiji apples are the best.
Fiji apples are good. But like Red Delicious, it's not good for making desserts. It's not good for just eating. It serves no purpose. It is an apple without any, it's not the best in any situation. Maybe it's cheap. Maybe it just grows everywhere. You can make alcohol with it, but do they? Like, is that the preferred cider apple? I honestly don't know.
It depends, because Sociables for their mead had used the crab apples
For
at one
mead?
point. Yeah, when they made a, I forgot what it was called. It was a mead that had, so it wasn't cider with honey, it was mead with apple. And so they made their standard mead, but then they added in like the crab apples, the smaller type apples, and whatever. And it was it was the best mead they ever
They
had.
just like added in the whole apple? Or...
No, I don't know how they did it,
Oh.
but it was based on the flavor of a smaller apple.
Crab apples are incredibly bitter. I could see them being good at it. Certainly not.
Yeah, not by themselves, no. No, it was, you had it, because it was right at the beginning of the pandemic, because it started in March, and March was when they did their fancy meads.
Yeah.
And I can't remember what it was called, though, but it was the best mead they've ever made.
Good.
Oh, God, yes. I probably bought like 2 gallons of that while it was on sale for that 1 month. It was so good. I just can't remember what it was called. There was also one that was the Piment mead, which was like it was a mead mixed with like grapes, like a wine, and that one was fantastic as well. Not as good as the crab apple one, but they were very close. So I want them to bring that back.
I don't know if you could make alcohol with meat because you need sugars to make alcohol. I have had a fermented yak's milk alcohol before. My sister brought it back with her from Inner Mongolia. It wasn't very good. I think I took a sip and then the rest of it stayed in the container where it stays today and it's been there for like 12 years.
It's probably if you're born with it, it's fantastic, but if not, then no.
I imagine it's making alcohol out of what's available. And what they had available was yak's milk. And so they made alcohol from it. And there's maybe it's traditional to have it. It's not good. Like alcohol made from milk. Not great. Yeah, you can make alcohol out of anything with enough sugar in it. Or you can add sugar and add it in. That's why grapes make such good alcohol for wine, is because this is very high in natural sugar.
If you don't see anything, we're just gonna grab.
Alcohol made from pulp.
So the lip syncing from the side is very different from the front, so I might have to reduce some of the different things and like when I go to do it in final, but I don't want to do it now because it's going to like like when it really pulls the jaws back doesn't look as much good from the front. It looks great from the side, not from the front. So from the front I might need to adjust it to be something else instead. That's what I was saying, like with the tongue I normally wouldn't. The reason I actually went back and did it was because of some copy pasting between each. I didn't want to like have to copy paste the tongue individually, so I just tried to do it like that.
Yeah, I don't know, Malik. I'll have to look into that. Like, I imagine different cideries use different apples. You could probably use just about any apple. Definitely gonna affect the taste of the cider, though.
Great Delicious apples are kind of older than some of the better apple types. They're being phased out. As a general use apple, they used to be the go-to. Yeah, they probably were just maybe safer to go with. They were probably more shelf-stable, something like that.
They're definitely thicker skinned apples compared to some others. Maybe
I think that's what bugged me the most about them. Is they always tended to like in the dead center they were okay, but anything near the skin was
Yeah, that's why people used to like always skin apples.
Yeah, Red Delicious I would definitely skin, and it always felt dry. But any of the others, yeah, like a Fiji or a Granny Smith, I'm okay with the skin. Okay. But yeah, it's something about it. It's like dry or bitter almost.
Yeah, the skin is.
Yeah.
But I can see a thicker skinned apple being easier to transport and more resistant to bruising in like the back of a truck. So I could see it being popular for that reason, because it'd just be cheaper to transport. But yeah.
Darling. Darling, darling, darling. Darling.
Your walk here.
Darling.
So good.
Darling. Darling. Darling.
Oh,
Darling.
Popcat, but rarity. I'm too old to know what Popcat is.
Popcat. Popcat.
No, you're acknowledging that you're also too old. Now we're old. It's all your fault.
What did I do?
You made us old by not knowing what Popcat is. I'm sure it's the cool new hip meme that we're not aware of.
Those words you used to describe the meme were also not hip.
Now
or
we're a bunch of
cool.
squares. It's the worst.
Yeah, but any joke I would try to make to try to be more modern would probably still be out of date. Or don't do the talk ticks or whatever those are.
Hey, you kids, check out that new game, Minecraft. Pretty cool, right?
Minecraft is still popular.
It is. That's why I can still relate to it. I started playing that in my mid to early 20s. Because that game's been around a long time. I got
beta.
I got it back when it was still in the alpha. For $5.
Yeah, I think I paid 10
Yeah.
for it. I had to buy it again because it was so old that it was 3 emails ago. But
I think it was super cheap game if you got onto it.
yeah, for those that don't know, Minecraft used to be where the game was basically super discounted during early development, and then as the game had updates, they slowly increased the price up to $20.
I don't know what it is now.
Yeah.
I think it's more than that now.
No, now I don't know. But now it's not about selling the game. Most people have it already now, so now it's about selling other stuff.
Well, Microsoft owns it now, don't they?
Yeah, but they can market other products, make DLC type content, merchandise type stuff. Thank you for. I missed earlier. Sorry, thank you for the bits, Edward. Sorry, the derpies.
Yes, thank you for.
I love Minecraft. I can play for hours. It is a fun. Actually, the funnest thing with Minecraft to me is just the world. It's just picking a direction and going in it. That's super fun for me. I love seeing how the world gen works and seeing the different areas. So normally building up to get a horse and then riding it up to the distance was my favorite part.
I think a lot of the mods really increase the longevity or lifespan of that game because some of the mods like Tech It and some of the.
Well, that's for people looking for extra complexity of the crafting system. Well, the game itself is great because it's a sandbox. It allows people to do such things.
Yeah. It's still definitely the most just straight up sandbox game. At least that's popular.
It's the best game for a sandbox where it hits a sweet spot. There are definitely, I would say, better sandbox games out there, but that one hits a sweet spot that covers all ages, any computer build, simplicity with complexity. It checks so many boxes, and that's why
I do remember when that game first came out, though. It was hard on processors. Remember I got the game when they just had introduced Redstone. I created a simple sign that just said Tao, just TAO, that flashed with redstone torches, and it made the entire server buckle, and I got kicked off the server because I was accused of trying to lag out the server. That's how inefficient that stuff was early on.
Okay, so 'cause I'm trying to think, I want to start with going for the back for Darling, but when I actually talk about saying it out loud, really quick, Darling, I do go forward, so Darling.
About the tongue.
Darling.
This part of this is going to be just watching his face. Keep an eye on his face.
Because it's really hard to try to think about what it would actually be when going through, because if I try to think it through, I'm not doing it. The best way is to just say exactly what you need to and then record it, but that makes it even more complicated. So instead, I'm just gonna and sometimes it just doesn't work. Like what actually is the right look isn't always the one that fits the best. So
I would say this, but without sheets, I my whole career has been in electronics. But if there was one thing that helped me understand how binary works within like digital circuitry, Minecraft laid it out better than anything I learned in a textbook. Because Minecraft gave me the opportunity to actually build. I built like working clocks, and I saw how I could take zeros and ones and turn them into like working numbers, created timers. It was just straight up digital programming. I even made a working RAM within Minecraft one time, just like a 8-bit thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it worked, and I understood it.
The best way to learn something is to find something that you enjoy and tag it with that.
Mm-hmm.
So doing that, it's no longer work, it's an entertainment, and you'll just learn so much faster.
Like the people who built working calculators in Minecraft, those people are crazy. But
because almost all the programming is if and not, or not if. It's and or not.
Yeah.
Which is but that is any binary is based off of and or and not statements.
Mm-hmm.
You can basically do anything with those three statements, and you can go into like XOR and XAND, but that's not really needed because those are just not and combined with not. So that's what the redstone does, though, is it allows you to do those.
Allows you to make them.
And because of that, you can make some pretty neat stuff.
Red does. I don't know if it was intended, but it's an excellent learning tool when it comes to understanding just the very, very basics of computing.
Mm-hmm. And the people that build working computers off of it and stuff basically prove that.
Yeah. Like somebody actually created a small game within Minecraft. Like it was super simple, but it worked and it's functional.
Yeah. But that's why all they have to do is make those three things, and then you're good. Because it's already a binary system. It's either on or off, which is exactly what binary is, and the way the inputs work lets you build all those statements. So when I went and did computer science classes in college, you have to learn machine language, or at least I had to in some of my classes. So you had to write to the processor directly. Not through C++, not through anything. You were writing the instructions you had to tell it to take some piece of data and move it into the memory. And then you had to tell it to pull in a new piece of data. And then when you wanted to use that data, you had to use a whole separate line to pull it out of memory. And it felt like just to add two numbers, you had like 15 statements because there was no addition. There is no addition in machine language to a degree.
And the most I ever did was PLCs in college. Logic controllers for machinery, which was pretty much the 20 go to 10 kind of programming. Execute this, then execute this, then go back to this, then execute. But is used in a lot of machines and like any kind of like stoplight's going to use a PLC. Are we nerds?
That was all like 12 years ago now, and I don't need any of that stuff now. It's good to know, but I'd never use any machine language stuff. But at least I know, like, I have to use InfoPath sometimes at work for doing some form development stuff, and it's not built to do any fancy form creation, but it allows you to do and, or, and not statements. And because of that, you can make it do anything. And I knew that. And so I can make some pretty complicated stuff on there that it's probably not meant to do. As long, yeah, well, those three, and then ability somewhere to store the data too. You gotta have somewhere of things, but
People have made a Microsoft Excel play video. That seems unnecessary.
no, they're Excel. They're like I always like bringing that up. That PMV that somebody made. They made an actual PMV music video using Excel, and they had imported video for some portions, but otherwise they did it where they drew art using the cells, and they scrolled through it at specific times down to specific cells, sometimes manually, and had the cells doing cool art as they went by. And then there was other ones where formulas were based on stuff too. You can make some pretty cool stuff. Excel is basically the same thing. It's got the same formulas. It's got a lot more complex formulas, but you can do some pretty complex stuff in there.
Mitch, do you know who I think the biggest nerds in all of the world are? Hardcore sports fans. Because have you ever like actually gotten into like how deep people can get into sports? Like all the statistics, all the numbers, the comparisons, like
Yeah.
all that stuff. Like especially if you're in like that fantasy sports stuff, those people can get intense. Like,
Yeah. Well, but money's on the line.
yeah, but they're still nerds. Just sports nerds. There's a lot of numbers involved.
I wish I could just bring the back job down. I can, but I don't want to play with the facial bones at all, because I can technically do like...
Sure.
But I prefer not to.
I mean, sure, Mitch, but very few of them involve as many numbers, like short of D&D, like sports.
D&D probably involves more numbers, but you're in a game session, you're constantly changing the numbers in gameplay, while in fantasy football, it's all research.
Yeah.
It's all just looking up the numbers, and you're working off probabilities. So probability and statistics helps more with that. D&D is more about just like trying to keep track of all this crap.
Right. Like I said, it's just short of G&D. Sports would be the like huge numbers game.
Oh, I do a lower lip down. Oh, how about the back dot? That's why Rathalos can do that, and I'm sad. I made it so he could.
Why can't Rarity be more like the dragon?
Go pick any hobby and someone can write out about it. Yeah.
That's what we're just talking about.
Yeah, well, that's what I've said before. An introvert is an extrovert when you get them talking about the right topic. And so an introvert is... They'll hold themselves back, but if you get them talking about that one thing they like, you can't stop them. I think in order to qualify for nerd status, it has to be something not in the public consciousness and very detailed and done for fun, not for profit. I don't know if that would be nerd status. Nerd status to me is about digging into something, to anything, to an extreme well beyond the norm. So you can be a football nerd, and it's because you know all the very specific stats that, like, you know what somebody's run average was in 1976. That's nerding out because you know all these ultra specific details. Yeah. But it doesn't have to be about like science or unpopular stuff. It can be about popular stuff. There's probably nerds for like America's Got Talent and type stuff where they just know all the details about everybody.
Poor souls. You should get into ponies.
Yeah, it's
it's less nerdy, right? Like, I want to believe. Not true, but I want to believe. I remember when I was at my previous job and I just like started naming off all the characters to a coworker. She brought up My Little Pony. She's like, my daughter likes that. And I'm like, oh, I know that show. I know Pinkie Pie and Rainbow Dash, Rarity, and Lyra and Bon Bon and Doctor Who's. And I just kept naming them off, and then she just stared at me like, oh no.
And at that moment forward, I had my first restraining order.
Yes. She just looked at me like, you watch the show?
I did that to my parents when they had a coloring book, and I was named the characters, and then their response was, "So do you want the coloring book?" I'm like, no.
No, I still remember like it was actually I was just watching My Little Pony for the first time. It's like the first week I was watching it, and my dad walked in and he's like, "Hey," and he just looks at what's on the screen, looks back at me. He's just like, "What you doing?" I'm just like, there was no denying it. So I'm like,
Watch the porn.
like that would have been better, but like I just like watching My Little Pony. He's just like,
Darling.
"Oh, okay," and he left. that was like, okay, well it's out there now. I'm watching My Little Pony.
I didn't care, but also I didn't live with my parents.
Yeah,
Darling.
I did for quite a while.
Darling.
Okay, so we got a darling.
Darling.
Okay, so we got darling is here, and now I just have to go and paste this wherever I want. Oh nope, that's way too much. I'm gonna forget.
Get us that strawberry rhubarb. Probably give it another 20. Space it out. Right now?
Oh,
I can get it now. I just didn't want us to get completely hammered before the end of the stream.
talking about.
Talking about.
Okay.
Darling.
I want to make sure timing-wise this is fine.
I can tell you exactly why I like the show. The characters are interesting, adorable, and like
Darling.
it's like watching a fairly decent anime where all the characters are just like heart-stoppingly adorable. Could I not enjoy?
Darling.
I was actually super confused why other people couldn't enjoy the show early on. I mean, I kind of get it now, but I mean, to a degree, just because of the stigmas that come with it. But I mean, it's a good show. Like, it's comparable to like if you like animation, it's a good animation.
Yeah, but most people don't like animation.
Yeah, some people don't. Yeah.
Because animation is like saying, I like movie. No, there's more than likely they like something specific with animation. They might like 2D animations, but then they probably very much prefer something within it, and they just are generalizing.
Yeah. I guess the better way to phrase it is I never understood why it received so much. I know there's like a visceral hate for it in some group.
It's just because people like to hate for one, and because bronies react in usually horrible ways, and it's outside of a norm, something that outside of a gender norm.
It's definitely outside of a norm.
Yeah, and that's. But also, this is a conversation that's probably been had 100 times.
Yeah, it is.
And you're just like, let's bring it up again.
It's a fun conversation to have. I think.
I've seen it more often than not put people in a bad mood because then they just don't understand and
I'm tipsy.
like what you want and don't care about what other people say.
Unless you're that one guy, you know who you are.
I think this still needs to move early.
Just imagine Jeffrey Dahmer going, yeah!
Okay. And then boom.
Darling.
So I'm just moving it to like, because I can tell that the first syllable is about here, and so I'm just merging it at the beginning of this one with whatever the next one, the one before it is, and I can tell that that goes to about here. So this is the quick earliest. Okay.
Darling, darling, darling. Darling, darling, darling. Darling, darling, darling.
Okay.
Darling, darling.
Okay. So now she says, "Darling, darling, darling," and I could maybe grab it from there, but because it's 3, I'm not gonna trust that it's gonna work. So.
Darling.
Okay.
Do you want the strawberry rhubarb?
Whatever you got, that's fine with me. let's do it right here.
Darling, darling, darling.
Wait, does she say it 3 times here?
Apples, apples. Darling, darling, darling. Apples, apples. Darling, darling, darling.
Well, she does say it 3 times, so then I can just copy paste. I thought she said it twice. And I can always grab it later to change it to twice.
Darling, darling, darling. Darling, darling, darling.
There we go.
Darling, darling, darling. Books?
How'd you get the bones in the set editor? Oh, you mean how did I mix the bones with flexes in here? So I have my own custom organization script, essentially. Blah, blah, blah. Where is this at? No, soldier. Yeah, I will add variants to lip sync, but this isn't the final audio. I'm going to change the audio in the future. I just have some filler right now, so once I get that audio figured out and replaced, but it's not going to change what is actually said. No, so here, this is one of the this is the one I'm using because this is the one that it automatically loads. And then I have a backup, which is essentially a copy paste of that same file, because every now and then when I download a model, I don't realize that they actually included a copy of the default animation groups, which is a horrible thing. And if you're a modeler maker and you include a default animation groups file with your thing, stop doing that, please, because anybody that does that, you're just completely overwriting it to take now account only into your model and nobody else's. So that is stupid. Don't do that. Anyway, so I put it back up here just in case it erased it. I don't really need it anymore because I always have things set up, but it was just I'm frustrated with that. Juice Stain was one that had a copy included with his, but I think it was a separate download, and then this is the original. But I don't have Notepad++ downloaded yet, but what you can do is just basically, I haven't updated this in a while. Modify this to your liking. And so this is all the different groups. So this is the I group. And anytime I add something to this, I try to put the name of the model that I got it from so that I know its source. Only the first one. Any that follow might add it later, but that's fine. And so it's just saying like, I want whatever under this group, whatever in this group. And these files are pretty simple, where all it is the name of the control. You put control at the front, and then the next word is the one that the name it's going to have on there. And if it matches the flex exactly, that's all that's needed. So it's just for control this part's a comment. You can ignore that. The group color just identifies what color to make the actual wording, and it's RGB and then alpha. So this is saying this is going to be probably a little bit of the orange, because it's going to be a lot of red, a decent amount of yellow, and almost no blue. That's for eyes, and eyes, you can tell, is right here, and it is orange. 255 is just saying you basically make it full brightness. There are a couple, like right here, when I did upper face, I said, no, that's a normal upper face. Upper face bones. There's a lot of upper face. I said 130, so I halved it, and because of that, it made it darker. So, because really all it is the difference between a flex and a bone to this program is nothing. They're identical. So as long as the name matches, it's just going to throw whatever is name in there. So if I go to, like, say tongue, added a lot to this file. You can see tongue narrow is right here and just says control tongue narrow, and then down here it says tongue root. There's no difference. There's nothing identifying one is a bone and one is a flex. It just says that the model has something named this and throw it on this list. So how you load it in SFM after you create it. SFM loads it automatically. This file under game user mod CFG, you're going to find this file there. It's already there. Or not backup, but this one. And if you modify this file in any way, it will apply it to any newly loaded models. It won't apply it to any models that have already been around. So when I load an old file from like multiple years ago, it's probably going to still have my old organization, but you can force it to reset. I'll actually show that. So this model has a couple that I haven't like organized yet, but we can do a couple here. So mouth, uwu, and umu. We're going to go down to our lower face controls. Is there already an uwu something? No. So where would that fit? That'd be like an O type shape. Oh, let me see. Actually, I think it's more than that. Yeah, it's a full mouth thing.
Like a cat face.
So I'm probably going to put that towards the bottom. I try to keep things together, but that's a very unique one. So I'm going to put above chin and above... There was a couple extra flexes on there for... Yeah, mouth protract and teeth. Where are those at? Oh, sorry. This pony group is what I was looking for. But this is... Some of the modelers just don't put in things incorrectly. Like, there's R_pucker, R space pucker, R space pucker, pucker.l, pucker, mouth pucker, mouth pucker, mouth _pucker, and I have to put all those uniquely in because every model does it different. But whatever. There's worse things in the world. Okay, so mouth scratch, teeth, fangs. But okay, this is not a... Is this a stereoflex? I just like keeping things organized. I bet you it's not a stereoflex. Stereoflex meaning... Stereoflexes are you can go left and right and it will act differently. It'll take only left or right. This isn't a stereoflex, so I will keep it out of the stereoflex group. And we'll put it in the standard pony. Mouth stretch. Yeah, let's put it there. Oh, I don't have my duplicate button.
That you're thinking of plus.
Yeah, if you hit Control D on Notepad++, it will create a duplicate of the line below it, and then I can just change this. Boop. So this is for revamped, and this is for mouth. Ooh. Doesn't, not only capitalizations matter, but I'm just gonna keep it. And ooh. Okay, so I'm gonna save the file. And then when I go here though, even if I were to like completely close this and reopen it, it's still going to keep it as it was. But what I can do is go to my model, right click it, go to utilities and rebuild control groups. So what those are essentially are is different control groups. I think even in the file here, yeah, they're just different controls. So if I go to utilities rebuild control group, boop, now those are going to disappear from unknown and they're going to be under... Oh, actually, so there was... These ones down here are stereoflexes, that's why they're afterwards. But I got my uwu and umu, so they're now in this folder.
Hello, Warhorse. Yes, it is snowing. Thank you for the derpy.
It's not that much snow out there, right? But you are further south, you probably have a little bit more.
Yeah, they're getting a little heavier down south.
So yeah, so that would be the way to do it. I try to keep this file updated as much as I could. I have made it public. If anybody wants a version of this file, I can try to send it and put it in a public place. I originally considered doing it, but I ended up not doing it because a lot of the original basis for this came from Zippy, and it felt weird. Zippy's original way that they set it up was how I kind of set mine up, but it's quite a bit
Used to know
more
a guy,
content now.
His nickname was Zippy. Same person.
Like eyebrows is like a whole group specific for that. It's a longer name, but that's just that part of it. So useful. I'm totally gonna do it next time I lunge SFM. It's very useful to get those set up, especially when every model lists and has structures different, and being able to ensure that when you're looking for a smirk or an anger flex, that you're not having to dig around for it. It's always in the same place because you put it in the same place. So it's like Putting a little bit of extra time into an organization early on can save you a lot of time and frustration later. Some of my first videos when I open them have none of this. They're the ones that look like this and have no sorting. That is another thing too, is if you don't see any of that, go to the gear, turn on scene hierarchy. That helps too. You can't even see it at all otherwise.
I'll be honest with you, Warhorse, if those highways aren't clear, like 100% clear, I'm not going to the meetup tomorrow. Like, I'm not gonna drive on sketchy roads just to meet up at the mall.
I got family stuff, so I'm either staying home or going to family stuff.
Yep.
I want this one to start for books.
I mean, it's still going on, Warhorse. It's just that he's not going to be there, and I may not be.
Yeah, we're just two people. We don't run it. I made her say books before.
Not that I can remember.
I feel like I should have at some point.
It feels like all these characters should have said these words at some point, but somehow you've avoided their very base, like, character traits.
They want it so much, and I tell them, no. Bad pun.
I feel like if you were to animate Derpy, you would never have her eat a muffin, because that would, like, be too cliche for you. Like, I have standards.
Some lip spite. So that's what, because of how these are organized, I know that lip bite is generally towards the bottom of the list. Mouth open is towards the top. Smirk is towards the top. Most lip controls are towards the bottom. That's why I like having these kind of set up the way I do. Though the lip bite here is only the bottom lip, and the other bottles actually have the top lip too. And for books and stuff, having them both pull in is useful. No, okay, so lips in is the new bite. Is that what that is? Kind of.
Silver, what is A, C, and H? I don't know what that is.
At least I get snow in A, C, and H. It's
Animal Crossing New Horizons.
Oh, I was gonna make like a New Hampshire joke.
I thought it was New Hampshire too. I thought, oh, do you have like a place you've visited?
It's air conditioned in New Hampshire. That's how they get the snow up there.
New Hampshire's so nice. They got like air conditioning for the whole state. That would be amazing. Go outside. Another beautiful 72-degree day in New Hampshire because we control that shit.
Government controlled snow.
Yeah, Pegasus can do it.
Everybody else's word has two open and close. Books isn't.
Yeah, books is just one word.
Books is nice and easy.
Books.
Books.
Books. She's getting ready. She's getting ready for books. It's like the lip pursing. This strawberry rhubarb wine is so good. The peach stuff was good to try. The strawberry rhubarb definitely beats it.
Well, because it's just basically juicy juice wine.
Yeah. This is why it's amazing. Juicy juice is good. When was the last time you had a juicy juice? I can honestly say it's been less than a year for me.
Really?
Well, remember when I bought all the
yeah,
apples?
you bought all the juice boxes.
Yeah, I did. And I gave them to ponies around the house, and then I drank them with a lot of whiskey in them. Which I think was not the appropriate use for juice boxes. It's like, yay, juicy juice and Jack Daniels. Because that's how my life is now.
This is my life now.
This is my life. What's going on with my hair? What is going on with my hair? Is something weird going on with my hair? Is it some weird... Oh, is it the light?
Move a little more this way.
I think the light is reflecting off my top of my head.
Maybe we can just shut this one off, and then he'll just be hair.
I'm
No,
sad.
now he's evil.
Now my hair is glowing and the rest of me is dark.
That's Michael
That's
light.
fine.
I use it for the lighting the wall back here, but it hits Michael's head, not me, so it works for Michael light. And plus, it's a basically bright light shining right in his face, so it's entertaining.
Yeah, he's blinding me.
I mean, I have 2 lights too, but I'm blocking this one from him.
You are your big old head.
Yeah, see, that doesn't affect him.
No.
I'm already doing it.
Ow. You moved and it hit my eyes. And I was sad for like a second. Well, we could go back to me having blue hair. That was a thing for a while. You were convinced that blue lights were better.
No, I do like having the blue light, but I use it for now for gaming. I don't put it on for this because it made you darker. It was harder to see you.
Yeah, but that wasn't that the point.
Well, if that was the point, then I just shut them off.
It's like Mike, we're gonna put this big piece of like cardboard between you and me. It's gonna help with the stream. If you say so.
Play with it.
Wait, Google Chrome used to have a dinosaur game? I wasn't aware.
Yes, it still does.
No, apparently he's saying they got rid of it.
Really? It wasn't. Was it no internet connection? I thought it was just like a 404 error.
I mostly use Firefox, so I'm an old man.
Yeah, I don't know. I use Brave, so neither. It's Chromium based. Everything's kind of Chromium based nowadays.
Not good old Firefox. At least I'm not like my grandmother, still using Netscape. She's the only reason I realized that Netscape is still a thing.
Okay, this
It's harder when she's got her head bobbing it.
Tell her head to stop it. Wait, what? Is it your neck that's moving? It is.
Wait, AOL is actually still available? Crazy.
Hmm?
No one's saying I know a lot of old people that pay for AOL.
Yeah, actually, I had an old coworker that did, because
Is it
she.
still dial-up?
No, it was.
Oh.
It was. I don't think you can get. Well, maybe you might be able to still get dial up, but she was using it for other things, and she was paying for it, and because every time she called to cancel, they gave her free time, and after 2-something years of getting it for free, she eventually said, "Okay, I'm done," and they're like, "But we can give you another 6 months." She goes, "No, I'm done."
Don't you want our crappy internet forever?
Yeah, it wasn't their internet service. It was like the extra, some other thing in the platform.
Yeah. I mean, AOL, they merged with Time Warner, didn't they? Or did that... I thought I heard something about them merging and then breaking apart again because it was like a bad deal or something. I don't know. I pay attention to too much nonsense.
I don't know. But yeah, it was... So they're keeping customers because they're kind of just... they get money off of, like, buying your data, or not buying your data, selling your data, and advertisements from you being within the platform. The amount you give them per month is probably negligible compared to losing somebody actually popping into the platform for that. So, and ensuring to investors or whatever that they're a worthwhile platform to maintain by giving user numbers. stupid face. Yeah, I realized last stream I had it disabled. So it is
You
back
still
up
have
now.
Michael takeovers disabled?
No, that's been that was everything was disabled last stream.
Oh, okay.
Let me just finish the lip sync on here. And I'll get it.
Kind of have an idea what I would do, but at the same time, I've drank a lot of wine, so I can't.
But no, why?
Wouldn't go well.
If people want to, they can.
They certainly can. I just can't promise results. We got another
Then
stupid face.
I'm still. Let me finish. I haven't even started the other one yet.
Now you got 2. Eat my channel point.
Probably eats my 2,000 bits. Oh, so I gotta go this way.
Warhorse, why would you be so evil? I did notice, like, I have kind of perused a little bit of the stuff that I got a third stupid face. I'm sorry. No one why.
Oh, there's 3 of them.
I think they just burned out all the stupid faces in the last, like, minute.
I've got it. Yeah, there's only I think 3 that are allowed per stream.
Just
Okay, so give me.
He wants to work on his video, guys.
No, that's fine. I just want to finish. When I'm in the middle of something, I want to finish the thing.
Just want to watch ponies burn. Oh no, no. Why? As long as they're stallions, that's... Stallions can burn. And we can have just a world of cute little adorable mares. I'm sure that will be fine. Not like the species would go extinct or anything. Ponies are cute and cannot burn. It's a proven fact that ponies cannot burn. Well, that is something we'll have to test, Peak. Like you say ponies can't burn, let's find out.
Oops. Okay, Michael. There. Now they're actually making words.
Darling,
Let me say it first.
darling. Apples, apples. Darling, darling, darling. Apples, apples.
Look how
darling,
exaggerated
darling.
Applejack is.
Books. Apples, darling. Books.
It's wonderful. You are build your juice on yourself.
This does taste like juicy juice.
Oh, you can't test it on Derpy. Wrong.
Okay. Well, Michael says that the drunk, he drunk and takeover available. That's for trouble. No, he's not drunk. He's on his he's had 1 glass of wine and he's on his second. Oh no, you had another drink earlier.
Yeah, I had a drink before the stream. and
You had a
now-
drink before eating,
Yeah.
which is gonna do it.
Well, I mean, I've eaten like a lot. Like we had a big supper. We've kind of had a big supper the last 3 nights.
Okay, so I'm gonna. I guess I'm gonna just have to do stupid faces for a while.
This appear to be the case. Wait, you have like an action derpy?
Action derby?
Yeah, I saw an action derby in there.
What is action
Oh,
derby?
you had an action derby. Like all posed and like ready to fight.
Well, it was probably a static model.
I feel like you keep getting more derpies. You're just putting derpy in everything, aren't you?
Maybe.
Film a video with derpies. Derpy should be in this video. She should go derp 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 derp. I mean, you think if like
Thank you for the follow-up credit for Joey.
she would go muffins, but derp is action derpy away. Even a blender, Michael? I don't know what that means. Like bender. The bender. Hunter? Bender. What? I don't know. No one said a word. love this mug, by the way. This like mason jar with a handle.
It's from Dick's Last Resort too.
I like this. This is good drinking. This is like the best wine club break.
Because you can hold a lot in it.
You can hold a lot in it, and you just feel like you're like at a really awesome bar. Just serves drinks in this thing.
There's a where's the ad that had one that did that too? It was a burger place out of Long Island, and they served it in mason jars.
Something about drinking out of a mason jar. Like, if it didn't have the handle, it would be... I don't know if it would be better or worse. You definitely couldn't...
Okay, Michael, did I improve the video?
Yes, you added dirt.
Darling.
Oh, she's looking up.
Darling. Apples, apples. Darling, darling, darling. Apples, apples.
Wait,
Twilight's not there.
no, this is...
Or Twilight Derp.
There we go.
Apples, apples. Darling,
Apples,
darling,
apples.
darling. Books? Books, books, books. Apples, darling, books.
This is definitely the superior version of the video you're
No,
making.
hold on. I'm gonna fix this. Muffins?
Oh,
Muff-
she's such a cute
muffins.
little boots.
Muffins, muffins. Muffins, muffins, muffins. Muffins, muffins. Muffins, muffins, muffins. Muffins? Muffins, muffins. Muffins, muffins, muffins.
It's amazing. You've made perfection. Change nothing.
They're busy size that she is the main six.
I would have been like, I'll admit, I was kind of hoping that G5 would just be like, it would
The background ponies?
It would just be the background ponies. Like, they would like, it would be like maybe a 1 or 2 season thing. It's kind of what I wish they did instead of Pony Life. Because Pony Life wasn't good.
Pony Life was about being cheap. Cheap
Yeah.
and quick.
It was about having something in between, is what I feel like what Pony Life was. To keep people engaged, but not spend a lot of money or time.
Okay. So all the derbies are... No, they're not gone yet.
They were kind of doing a lot of things in between. There was the stop motion animation shorts.
Those
There
are pretty
was-
decent.
They were
And,
pretty decent.
The
The Pinkie Pie thing, that was bad.
the 3D... No, it was well animated, but it was Uncanny Valley.
There was a lot of it though.
Yeah.
They made a lot of those, and then of course Pony Life. So like, G4 ended, but they didn't stop by any measure. They, if anything, they ramped it up. I'm curious. Like, I want to state this now, just so that if my prediction comes true, I can go ha. And that is, there are 5 characters in G5, right? 5 main characters. I think they will add a 6th character, and I think it'll be Twilight. I think Twilight will re-enter.
I hope
it.
she doesn't. Because why would they add the most expensive voice actor?
I mean, that's a fair point. Tara Strong is definitely short of maybe John DeLance. But
I don't
she's
know.
definitely up there.
John Delancey maybe per word is more expensive, but Twilight says more.
well, now Tara Strong also has like Marvel movies under her belt, or Marvel
Well,
series.
she
anyways.
already had DC under her belt.
Yeah, but she had that before Ponies, so apparently she wasn't that expensive. I don't know. I think Twilight will be at least a fairly
I
prevalent character in G.
I hope she isn't, because then all it is going to be fan service, and it's not about telling a story. It's about just putting the character in there, and then having her learn lessons. When I think that those characters aren't played out, but they're past their time. Let
Yeah.
somebody else take over.
I would at least like to see Twilight in the same role as Celestia at some point.
That I could see, but as long as it's not just her being whatever, like,
Yeah.
it's...
I think my other prediction is Magic was intentionally disabled to stop something bad. And they basically turned it back on at the end of the movie. So I think there's going to be negative repercussions to them bringing Magic back to the... Those are my 2 predictions. Let's That's all I got.
Well, yeah, plus they said somebody got rid of it, so it's not maybe it's not about repercussions too. It's about that bad is probably still around.
Yeah, like getting rid of magic would probably
Darling,
keep a lot of villains from doing horrible things.
Darling, darling, darling.
Applejack's like, the apple, it speaks to me. Like, are you okay, Applejack? Yes, Apple. I am fine. Look delicious, by the way.
Getting to it.
You're getting to it? Who are you talking to? Actually, don't bite that apple.
So excited.
Apple! I think I remember an episode where Applejack was having a dream where she just died into apple. Be happy. I won't, I have a confession to make, by the way. I did have a horse dream last night. I'm sorry. I can see you just shaking your head like, Mike, why? But like, Luna Horse was in it. It was great. He didn't do or say anything, but stare at me. Pretty great. You have horse dreams?
No.
Good job on staying normal. I've been broken for years. I would like to ponies with dreams. I've had a few. Like, it's bored itself into my subconscious enough where I've had maybe, I don't know, half dozen dreams involving horses. There's certainly a few villains who could very possibly make a... Like, Tyrek is already said to be pretty old. So he's probably... Like, Chrysalis, Tyrek, intentionally, possibly Cozy Glow are still encased in stone somewhere. My theory kind of has Twilight also encased in stone. Somewhere.
Oh my god.
What? But you got...
Darling,
Look up.
darling. Darling, darling, darling.
It's like, oh,
Camera.
it's like, she's like, the late nights, I need more sleep. The apples.
Why was the camera like?
Everything is apple.
There. No, it didn't. Why didn't you not stay? Oh, it's too small of a move.
Darling,
There we
darling.
go.
Just like, biting up. It's like, I want to bite apple, but apple, it's talking. And apple appears sapient. She just starts having like an inner crisis where she's like, have apples been able to talk all along? Have I been eating their babies? We won't stop eating it, but to answer your question, if there was one villain, quotation marks, I'd like to see him come back at Discord because he was a very interesting character. I don't think he's replaceable. I always like Discord because he was never evil. He was always just mischievous. Bored. He was always a bit of a force of nature.
There we
than
go.
anything.
So after she sees
Darling.
Apple.
Darling, darling, darling.
Amber. She's like, oh no. I'm just imagining a bead of sweat running down her face. Apple.
Apples.
Like Wars, like, he just started using these models. They're just new. I don't think he has a preference. Do you have a preference? Warhorse is asking if you have a preference between these models and the other models.
I use whatever's available. I don't care about what's what. I can go back and forth. These have benefits. The other ones have benefits. They both have their pros and cons.
These ones do kind of... These are the ones that are based on the movie, right?
Mm,
Or are they more based on G5?
I think the only thing that is based on the movie is the years. That's it.
They definitely look a little... They look like an in-between G5 and G4. I like them. I really, really do.
The only thing that's G5 about is potentially the ears. Everything else is the original, except
Well,
that
the
they
lips
added more.
are different.
Yeah, no, it's all they did was added extra details. That's it.
Yeah.
So that's not that they're trying to be G5. They're, so
What always disturbed me about Cozy Glow is that she's a child and she probably has parents who love her dearly, and they just encased her in stone and put her in a garden.
she did bad things.
Yes, but she's like 10,
Yeah.
so if that.
They do. I don't know if they have like a court where they're gonna like have laws for children.
Yeah, but like, deciding a 10-year-old should be forever imprisoned as stone or sent to hell for that matter, is pretty harsh, regardless of what they do.
I can't remember where the other one is, so I'm just going to.
So, like, I could see Tyrek and Chrysalis getting over the fact that they've been encased in stone for, like, 1,000 years or whatever. But Cozy Glow? Like, her family would be dead.
She doesn't have a family. She is born of pure evil. She's like Jesus, but evil. He didn't have a
Evil
mother.
Jesus.
She's evil Jesus.
Okay. Watch that movie. I mean, yeah, Cozy knew exactly what she was doing, but she was still like a child. So, like, at least even in our current society here in the U.S., like if a child straight up just kills somebody, they still tend to get a lighter sentence.
Well, the idea is that they didn't know any better.
Yeah.
Do you think she didn't know any better?
No, she's bright as hell.
Yeah, which means that they probably would have still tried her as an adult. Because if a kid learns to build a nuclear bomb and drops it in another country, we're not going to be like, oh, it's okay. No, they would try him as an adult.
Okay, yeah, I agree. And she kind of did that
Yes,
a little bit.
so there's a certain level. I mean, it's one thing if you like try to replicate a wrestling move on somebody and they get hurt. Because that is them not realizing the consequences of their action. She knew the consequences of her action. She's like, wait, people would die?
Her whole plan was crazy complicated and required a lot of forward thought. Yeah. Like, she actually probably, out of all the villains in MLP, she probably came the closest to winning. But she pissed off the tree. And you don't piss off the tree. So. For your harmony, it will break you. Like, she beat Starlight, she beat the main six, she beat the princesses. Yeah, it's just that freaking tree. Said it. Trooper. This trooper.
You actually didn't reckon this one faster than me.
Yeah, the other one we were about to say, and this one I'm kind of downing.
Cozy the Pony Antichrist, yes. Essentially. But that's just children.
All children are the
yeah.
Antichrist.
The nuke was your first offense, and you're a kid, so you get off this time. Yeah, just don't do it again.
Oopsie doodles, I nuked another country.
Whoopsie fiddlesticks. Is that what that button did? You created that button. Whoops.
I always enjoy watching videos of like teenagers like, I built a nuclear reactor just as a science project. And it's like, please, child, please no.
And then you're like, I rolled down the hill in a tire.
I did. No, I've rolled down the hill in a barrel. Let's get the record straight.
I thought you did a tire.
It was a barrel. It was always a barrel. Got inside of a barrel and we kicked ourselves down.
That's even worse. Like a tire at least has some give.
Oh yeah, like we got beat the crap out of in that barrel.
Like if you get your arm rolled under it or something.
Well, that's what happened to my sister. That's why her arm was all black and blue and we had to stop.
Yeah, you brought that up on the podcast.
Yeah. Like, she got hurt. And my mom was the one
it's
putting
okay.
us in the barrel.
She's got 2 arms.
Like, my mom made us stop, but she was the one who got us started. She's like, hey, you know what would be fun? Like, my mom, looking back, I love my mother, but she taught us to do a lot of really crappy things. Like, when I was a kid, I used to catch bees in my bare hands because my mom taught me that I could. She was the one who showed me that I could catch bees in my bare hands, and as long as they didn't see the light, they would not sting me.
Don't look into the light.
Like, if they can't see, they won't sting. Like, I learned this as a kid. And what I would do on the playground is I would catch bees in my bare hands, keep my hand, I would wait for them to land on a flower, cut my hand around them. They could not see, so they would not sting. And I would go up to kids at the playground and do this. And essentially throw a bee at them.
That is evil.
I was an evil child.
You were cozy.
I used to, a little bit. Another thing I used to like to do as a kid is I would pick up bits of gravel from the playground, and I would crush them in my teeth because kids thought that was weird, and it got me attention. I was a weird kid, just throwing bees at other people and
eating rocks. No, I think that's just Kentucky.
Man.
Has anybody seen Adventures with Bill from Red Green? He is Bill. If nobody's heard of that, I can't really watch any, but just look up
I mean, you're aging yourself a little bit bringing up Red Green, by the way.
So, Adventures with Bill, where Red Green, so this is like this is up in 2018, but these are probably from like late 90s, early 2000s, maybe. And it was them doing slapstick, like almost like British type humor. It was a Canadian show, but in black and white, where Red Green was talking over it. And I actually wanted to do this with the My Buddy Keith stories, but it's always slapsticky type humor, and that is pretty funny. And the way that the voiceovers work and the audio that they use for it is just always very good. So this is Michael. Michael is Bill here. And it is 100% Bill, because this I think he puts the jockstrap on his head. No, he wears it on the outside. That's what it was, and he doesn't even put it on right.
You kind of have to, right? Because he's already got all.
But like, look at him. This is definitely you. Look at you go. You put it back in the machine.
That would be impressive. If I could do that, I would be very, very proud of myself.
No, Adventures with Bill are great, but they're old. But the comedy is wholesome. Almost all the stuff on Red Green Show is. It's not about being sexualized or violence or drugs or anything. It's all just usually PG stuff.
It was something you could watch that was funny with your grandparents. Like, it was something that...
It was kids and grandparents alike could find entertainment in it.
Yeah. Filled a niche.
You guys remind me of Alex Horn and Greg Davies from Taskmaster in terms of appearance alone.
I don't know what that is.
I have no idea either, but I bet you that they are 2 very good-looking men.
At least one of them is.
Are we talking about Red Green? Red Green is fantastic. I actually had one time started watching back from season 1. Season 1 is rough. Season 2 is better. Then it gets really good.
It's a lot of shows where they have to kind of find
their
rhythm.
Like 18 seasons.
They've ran for a really long time. And
he was doing a road show for a while after the season ended, but I think he retired because he's like in his 80s now or something.
I think he still comes back for the charity drives.
I can see that. He does it was PBS.
He does the PBS charity drives. And like he's got to be in his 80s at this point or something close to.
Yeah, last I checked, he was like late 70s, and he was doing tours around Canada, and I think someplace in the United States, but he was just doing small, but then he eventually called that quits because he was just getting old.
Like they were kind of running out of ideas too for the show, because I do remember watching it towards the end, and some characters were already leaving before he did. Like the guy who played his nephew only came back occasionally.
His nephew was rough at the beginning, but he fell into that character and it worked after time.
Yeah.
So I think he was fine. His nephew was nerdy, but it was like that.
It was extreme nerd.
It was the wrong nerdy. It was where they were trying to be the cliche nerdy instead of actual nerdy. So guys, I learned Alton Brown is coming to town. Should I go? What? I mean, It is almost Christmas, and that sounds like a Christmas thing.
I don't know who Alton Brown is.
I'm actually surprised. So Nolan knows who Red Green is. Blur knows who Red Green is.
Nolan, how old is Nolan? Like
he's I think the same age as me, just about.
Well then, yeah, you know.
Yeah, he does, but Blur does. So yeah, but also it's just it's a Canadian thing. They used to have jokes where like Minnesota would put out like the PBS donation drives videos trying to like poke fun at Wisconsin, but then Wisconsin wouldn't even like acknowledge Minnesota back, and it was always hilarious. And that was on the PBS drives, and I think they mentioned that. So it was just no, they were always good. Red Green was great, but it was more of, I thought, a northern thing. So
nah, we definitely watched it in Kentucky.
Yeah, that sounds very Kentucky.
Red Green. Like if you didn't have cable, you had PBS. If you had PBS, you watched Red Green. It was great
because it was free, good television. It was good stuff.
Funny. Oh, that's right. You got to get her to say words now.
Yeah. So I was trying to think of who
the third. You had 3.
Oh, so I have 3 people right now, and I need to fit in 2 more, but I don't want to do it staged. Like originally I had Applejack and Rarity, and then I brought in 1 more person to continue the joke, but I don't want to have 1 more person because then I'm making 3 stages of the exact same joke. So I want to have the next 2 brought in at the same time.
So you want Pinkie Pie and Rainbow brought in together? Maybe they're walking and talking to each other as they approach the group?
No, I want them to be basically interject themselves in quick. If they're walking and talking, then that's slow.
I just like the idea of party, awesome.
Party, I mean, the most I can do with that is because I could have her say it like party, then them all look and see them approaching. But that exact premise I did right here. So I'd be copying that premise again.
Well, you can have them talking to each other as they approach.
No, because then I'm separating everything. I don't. I'd rather have them all get thrown into the exact same conversation. Well, if they're talking back and forth, I would have to show them for like 10 seconds going back and forth to even show that they're having a conversation. Otherwise, it's just them saying words. I need to show that there's a conversation. It's just, it wouldn't work.
You're the expert. So. Judgment.
I think what I can do is I can have them walking it up, but have all 3 of them. This is where I can bring Fluttershy into. It might be a repetition, but at least it's...
I like Fluttershy not appearing till the very end and then just all looking at her, looking in one direction simultaneously, and Fluttershy is just there, and they're just waiting for her to say something.
No, I wanted to have it where they're all just saying lots and lots of words all over the place, and have...
As long as Fluttershy doesn't talk.
I want to have them. I want to have the just lots of cacophony of words of like books, party, whatever, going back and forth, randomly looking at each character, and then go to Fluttershy, who hasn't said anything yet, and have it just slowly zooming in on her face, just as you can still hear all their other conversations, saying all their words, and then have her just say something, and as soon as she says it, everybody else cuts off, and they just stare at her. And I thought about ending it afterwards where then everybody else starts swearing. And when she says fuck, and then everybody else goes shit. And they say,
Fluttershy's just a bad influence.
I thought about doing something like that, but I think it's funnier to have them all stare. I think, or have it go back to all of them where they're all just kind of staring back, but then when they're all staring back, have just Applejack say apples.
Applejack would not swear. She's a pony.
Peekaboo can fly in on RD. No, because I want to keep the joke to only the text. Everything else feels normal, what they would normally have in a conversation, except for all of it is the simple word. If I add in too much other stupid stuff, then it makes the whole thing stupid, and it actually takes away from the fact that this is the thing that's supposed to be stupid.
Yeah, like the whole thing's supposed to just be Fluttershy.
Yeah, but it's all supposed to be like this is just a day in the life of. And
Yeah.
I don't want to, if you make it really weird, then it makes it that everything is weird, where I want it to feel normal except for the text, or that the text for the script. So, no, what I thinking about doing was have Fluttershy, like right here.
Oh crap!
Well, there is Warhorse.
I'm so hammered right.
Well, that's fine because I can go make a drink.
I gotta go make me a drink.
No, you're hammered.
Or just grab me a Truly's.
I think you need a water first.
No, Truly's.
You said you're just hammered.
Yeah, I want to keep it going.
No, keeping it going is keeping you where you are. Drinking more is making it worse.
No, I need more Truly's.
Okay, I'm gonna save this.
You can get a Truly's too.
Okay. No, I don't want a Truly. I have one more ale. Okay, so we'll let Michael do his thing.
I'll take this with.
Take this with you. It's dangerous to go alone.
Okay, I barely know how to use Steam.
Okay.
What's this program's name again?
It's called Blender.
Cool. I barely know how to use Blender as it is. Look at that cute rainbow or dapple.
It's not even Rainbow. It's the same voice actor.
Well, it's so close enough. Is this the right
All right, I'll
mouse?
mix some water with your Truly.
No, don't do that. That would make it nasty. Long scene. Look at this scene. What have I done? Exit. Okay, we need like a... Holy crap, I'm so hammered. Oh, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Derps. Oh wait, I gotta put a 4 in there. Warhorse, why have you done this to me? Okay. Well, we need the new derps. It's all about the new ponies. Look at that. That's action derps. Look at her. Oh, she's action. We'll get an action derp city. Like, Warhorse, why? I can't remember how to do nothing. How do I zoom in and zoom out? Okay. Oh, that's the wrong button. He's got a weird keyboard. I'm not gonna lie. I'm blaming the keyboard. Derpy. I pressed a button. Everything's broken now. Rose's fault. I can't do this like while hammered. Yeah, you have to help me. No, I don't. Definitely do not. Let's see. I move the camera. Help me, chat. How do I move the camera? Did you press the first button that caused this? The camera. Use the camera. Wait. A work camera. There we go. It has been a while. Yeah. Well, yeah, cause like Final Fantasy VII like burns in our brains. I believe in you, old man. What are you talking about, Giz? Hello, by the way, Giz. Hello. Everyone's old compared to Giz. Giz is a baby. Why are you breaking things? You hear him over there? He's breaking things. I want to move this dirt. How have I forgotten how to move things? Did break the kitchen. Did. Like, he's gotten really quiet, so I'm actually concerned. Are you dead? Okay, good. Like, I was concerned for a minute there. I'm trying to move Derpy, but I don't remember how. Why is... Shade. He done. His controls are really weird. Okay. I don't believe you. Are you just watching me? Oh. Broken things. There we go. I can move Derpy now. We got act. See, I'm figuring it out. We got action Derpy. She's Derpying. Gonna go. She said she's ready for some action. But we need more Derpies. Wait, why? No, that's not a truly at all.
It's truly water. You're not able to function.
gross.
I'm giving you water.
That's gross.
It's
I would never do this to
who
you.
drinks water?
That's me. Okay.
Poor Michael. Every time Michael laughs, says, "Oh no," or my name. Take a drink.
Okay.
Oh no.
Figured
Actually, I
it
didn't.
out
I forgot to.
without you.
Okay, I gotta stir this. Actually, it's all
Why do you
rum
get
at the
booze
top.
and I get?
Because you're one ahead. Yeah, and also I can take my.
I can't do. Give me truly. Let's see how that's relevant. I gotta do base. Okay.
That's better.
How do I make her tongue come out?
Oh, jeez. I just saw it. Well, hello, the Russian Badger. Thank you for the 1,000 bits. That's a lot of bits. Thank you very much.
It's all the bits.
Thanks so much for that Z near camera tip that fixes flickering. You're a lifesaver. Holy God, it saved my ass too. Like, I got so excited when I figured that out. I made a video on Twitter and a video tutorial on YouTube, I think within like 3 days. Because I was like, I figured out how to fix this crap. So yes, I'm glad somebody else got use out of it.
Trying to make her tongue come out. Where's the
Go down to the tongue. There's no tongue out flex on this one, this model. You have to open the tongue group. Yep, expand that. And then just grab tongue root. No, like on the left side. You have all the bones selected. Just select tongue root. Now you're going to have to move it in the actual viewfinder.
This seems wrong. It's just square.
It
She's like,
should be.
She's like a Yoshi.
Just grab the muffin. But thank you very much, Roger Matter.
Okay, like
Did I miss anything else? on
okay. So I got tongue root. What do I got?
Thank you for the 100 bits to Dylan. Thank you very much for distractions.
She not have like got some. Let's flatten tongue. Narrow tongue.
Yeah, this model's a little different in how it does tongue stuff. This is why when it comes down to which do you prefer, I like the way that the old models did some things, but it's hard for me to say whether or not it was better or whether or not it was, holy God, or it was. That's the way I'm used to it. But also Jinxie, holy crap, thank you. That was 5,000 bits. Hypu, yeah, Hypu, more, yeah, more. That's a lot of bits. Thank you very much. Holy crap, Jinxie. You're awesome.
Darling.
Michael's not even listening because he's. There was
I'm very
definitely some special derps that just happened there.
There's super derps. Okay, we got this derps. Yeah, put her over here. Here things.
No, I can.
Here.
Oh, there it goes. And thank you for the follow too, Russian Badger. I'm gonna play that one again. So, Michael, look to the right.
Peace.
Hold on. It's gonna pop up again. No, that he hit the wrong one again.
Look, I'm watching.
Because Russian Badger also subscribed. Thank you. I just redid it again. I'm working. I'm also drinking too. There. No, look at.
You gave me water.
Hold on.
Their face. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
the
Fuck
face.
that. Listen.
Yeah, I know. So thank you. So thank you very, very much.
Yeah,
But also thank you for the sub, Russian Badger. Can't thank you enough. Those little tips make a huge difference. Yeah, actually, when it comes to, oh, thank you, Silver, as well, for the bits. Every little bit does help. Every little bit, hot. Maybe that's why they call it that. No, my favorite tutorials I like to make aren't the ones that are big topics. It's the ones that are like realizations. When I saw something and I'm like, holy crap, like I did not know this is a thing, and I have thousands of hours in this software. Somebody else is in the same boat, and so I'm not about like, this is how you animate. I like, there's tons of other places to do that. I want to cover the stuff that is the stuff that people don't really think about, and so like this exactly like you ran into, because then it just saves people time. So I just wish that there was easier ways to figure out ways to distribute that, but I'm glad it works out for you. Thank you.
Right, I'm gonna grab the tongue.
It's a hype train. You guys are all just being super, super awesome. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Where is the grabber?
The grabber?
Like, I'm clicked on the tongue, but I don't see like the thing.
Which derpy are you on right now?
This one.
Okay. Scroll down. Oh, because this is the old model of the derpy.
Yeah.
This is the VN derpy. Right click. No, that would, you just loaded it, so it should be fine. This one might not have a model for the bone on the tongue, but you can do out with that.
Tongue. Oh, that works.
Okay.
So I want to.
Thank you, Silver. Is like a diss from None.
Okay, what's the button to animate again? Or create the.
What's the button to animate?
Yeah. What's the button to create the thing so that it can go up and down?
What do you mean up and down? Oh, to actually move.
Yeah.
There's no button for it. Right now you have all of time selected. So hold shift and right click somewhere, or that, sorry. Actually, I'm glad I actually said right click because you left clicked. So, and now hold the left click and mouse wheel up. No,
Right,
left click, you right clicked.
That's it.
No, okay. No, so while holding shift, or
Shift.
yeah, no, yeah, there you
There
go.
it is.
And now that's going to be very small, but just spread it out as you needed, as you need.
How do I create the falls and?
No, wait, shut up.
It does.
Twitch. Okay. I want to catch up here. So thank you very much, Null and Silver Hybrid. The useful stuff. Yes, VDub. I want to cover the topics that aren't already covered, because otherwise it feels like I'm just reiterating garbage. Although no, the train will derail. It's fine. Wow, it's already level 4. Holy crap. Yes, very much. I can't read the chat from here as well easily because I'm not wearing my glasses, so I'm just reading on my phone. Very derpy blep. It's Alt F4. No, don't hit Alt F4. Though that I have some funny stories with getting people to actually do that. My favorite tutorial thing I've seen so far is showing hidden flexes in the set editor. Oh yeah, and actually, like, that feels like it's not even a tip. It feels like something that should be common knowledge, but unless you've done it or ran across it or watched a video about it, you do not know it's a thing. And being able to do that comes in handy. For instance, the Rathlos model that I have, once a rig is attached, you cannot see other flex or other bones anymore. And sometimes you need to. And that allows you to go back and see those, which is pretty damn useful. Oh, now I know I was going to go back. I haven't set your clock yet.
Can't move through.
What? Oh, you're moving your eyes right now.
Yeah. I was trying to move our eyes. But,
So that's what you're doing.
Okay. I see animation happening here, but the line is flat. Is that because I'm on eyes?
Oh, so the
Oh, okay.
oh, okay, yeah, okay. I think that's not what you were thinking, but we'll go with it.
How do I copy this and just repeat?
So select the area that you want repeated.
Do I need to push?
Hold shift and then left click through it. Not the whole thing. I would just do one iteration because you got a bunch of weird other stuff over here.
Well, that is one. Everything.
But it kind of just okay. So just now left click copy. Now
Paste.
sure, and that's going to make it orange. Now no wait, hit Control Z. you pasted it, but it looks no different because you pasted it over the original, but you're on a floating modification layer right now. So if you want to move the layer with the time included, you have to hold Alt and now drag it. Yeah. That's what lets you... Yep, and if you paste like this, it should work. No. Actually, go back. Put it back where you want. Now, my way is just hit Tab. You're going to go back and forth, and then it makes it green. Now paste again. You can Control V otherwise. And now Alt. And you could now copy all of it if you want, and then to make 3 of it copied at a time, but otherwise it might just be good.
Okay.
I didn't even check the...
I poured in another derpy.
So the hype train one? I just want to make sure. I want to double check.
I'm so drunk.
Yeah, Jinxie Argo is the kind of tips and little improvements that can literally save me hours of frustration. Yeah, and some of the other ones like baking flexes would... I see a lot of people make animations where they don't have the flexes baked because they didn't know it was a thing. Some of my very early videos didn't have them baked because I didn't know that was a thing. I've made a mention before of like experience is a good teacher, because if you haven't ran into a problem, you don't know how to solve a problem. And so sometimes just by doing things enough, you start recognizing more and more of those issues and how to solve them. And you get better and more efficient as you go.
Oh, why can't I move derpy?
Which derpy?
That derpy.
Because you don't have any time selected.
Right.
So click into the timeline, hit Control A just to select all. Now you can. Man, I'd say just something I honestly never thought I'd see. Keep up that quality shit post. I've been meaning to make more tutorials. I actually had like 3 that I've recorded and never put out because I just didn't think that they gave the info I wanted. But also I'm a little more concerned with how YouTube algorithm works now, to where if I put out a tutorial, it's going to be negative to my channel's advertisement on the YouTube algorithm compared to not. Used to be that it was fine, but nowadays it would actually be worse off. So if I do any tutorials, it's going to be where I release it at the exact same time as an animation, so it just kind of gets buried behind something else.
How do I just select this animation again and copy it?
Left click it, and then okay, you only want the face or everything? Okay, so left click it in the green, and then just copy it. Go to the model you want to paste. Yep, and then go to the model you want to paste it to. Right click in the green.
Disappeared.
No, she took everything, including where she's standing. So they're just standing on top of each other. And thank you very much, Nolan, for the gift sub as well. You get 154. Jesus Christ. But thank you very much. Very, very helpful. And actually, and happy birthday again. How was your birthday?
Wait, whose birthday?
Nolan's birthday was a couple days ago, remember?
Happy birthday.
It was Wednesday, I think. I hope you had a good birthday. I remember you had it off, so I'm hoping you had some fun with it. Pulls Rainbow Dash by the tail. Upload the file with the control groups or else. She doesn't get apple cider. Oh, that's mean. I bake flexes after animating the majority of the bones. I bake the flexes once I've animated the hair as I can. So I want to have the tails animated a little bit so that the natural motion of the flexes kick in. Baking is basically the last thing I do before I actually animate the baking of it. It was great. I watched Always Sunny and I took a nap. I've never seen that show, but I watched a law channel, and they were going over some of the laws from the one episode, I guess, with the lottery ticket. And some of the comedy in there is pretty well written to where it's pretty funny. So I don't know if I would ever go back and watch it, but I very much at least enjoyed what that episode had. Bird Law. Yeah, Legal Eagle. The other one.
I thought you were talking about Harvey Birdman and Turning at Law.
It's like watching a 5-year-old with Barbies. Michael is?
Oh,
Michael, is this even safe for Twitch?
What are you talking about?
I don't know. Have you been on Twitch? They sell bath water.
I do.
Drink your water.
Oh, I want Coolies.
This gift looks familiar because he's made this before.
Oh, I haven't.
But this is... Yeah, you have.
Have I?
Yeah.
And
your mind is so, like, laser focused.
I am very busy at the moment with With the things, places.
I mean, it's Michael. If he wants to make the whatever Michael wants to make, he's in control. Hello, Rainy.
Where is?
What an interesting time to check the stream. Michael's in control for the next 12 minutes. So
Why can't I?
yes, how you doing, Rainy? How is
Yeah.
COVID treating you?
How can I not grab Derpy's tongue? I'm clicked on the tongue.
There's no bone. It's only flexes. So there is no bone to
Well,
select.
I grabbed this tongue. See, that tongue is grabbed. Why can't I grab?
Go to the plus on that tongue. Go scroll. Wait. Okay, because one of them is the enhanced and one is the non-enhanced. So one is the Naka models and one's the juice name. You grab two different models.
No, they're the same. Look at them.
No, they're different models. One of them has additional facial flexes and higher poly count.
Which one is the? I guess this is. The
You
one
see that one has eyebrows and one doesn't. So that's why you can't select the tongue on one of them.
I gotta do the
You
VN.
you just killed Derpy.
No, I'm fixing Derpy. It's
No,
different.
yeah, but you murdered her and then recreated a clone.
No, we're getting proper Derpy.
Proper Derpy.
This is fine. Okay, I need to okay, I just copy samples.
Slowly helping out the family. Oh, that's good. Hopefully it's going well.
Paste.
No tongue touching before marriage.
Oh no, that Derpy.
The
I
Derpy.
did something wrong.
What did you do to Derpy?
Oh no! Something broken, Derpy. Hold on. Why is she like? She's doing yoga.
You can't be a suppository to yourself.
Apparently, you can't. Wait, I'm
What are you doing to Derpy?
for action Derpy. Oh. See, I copied this. This is the same Derpy. This is right. Yes, it has eyebrows. That means it's the same.
Yeah, they're the same. Both have E and H at the end.
So I take that Derpy and I.
How much of our Argo to fix this mess? I had saved it beforehand. Fixing it is close,
paste.
reopen.
Okay, I got it.
What's going on? It's you have to.
Okay, let's Derpy over here.
I need to have a 70,000 points of cancel Michael in charge.
Oh, this.
Or Michael direct or Argo directs Michael. I tell you what to make.
That sounds no. That would be evil. He would hurt me. No, he's real. Why would you do this? Why would you suggest this? He will make me do bad things.
Oh, I want to do that because I have infinite points. Oh,
Gotta make them flop.
I'm old and I'm laughing. I had to burp, but then it made me cough, and then I couldn't stop coughing. Very good drink though. It's pineapple rum and ginger ale with some orange. Very good.
Why
Very
do
strong.
I get Trulies and you're over there hiccuping?
You have water.
I want water.
You drink your damn water. If you finish your water, you get a Truly. You just feel like...
I have Truly now.
Do you want a napkin or
I'm good.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Look, chat. Look, they're going those tongues. I need to open up their wings. I'll do this. Oh no, what have I done? Look, chat, I've made a thing. They're like physical. I did good. I do need to open up their wings though. I think I made their wings disappear. Where'd the wings go? Maybe Derpy 1 still has wings. Wait, no, Derpy 2. Pony wings. I think I made
self-assessed dirt.
I made Derpy's guests like thumbs.
Here you go now. I'll
Look,
have to plow that.
I think I've done my job.
You have 7 minutes.
Why do I have 7 minutes?
You get 30 minutes.
How do I make the
These
wing?
are the rules.
How do I
These are the rules that I made.
How do I make the wings visible? The open wings.
Right-click the base model. The white text. White.
There's no white text. There's red and green and blue.
If you go up high enough, you find white.
Up here?
Mm-hmm. Right-click. Go to body group. You have to do this twice. So there's left wing and right wing. Just select the one that says open. You were just there, Michael.
But it's taking me a minute.
Open.
There we go.
There you go.
And you do that with the other Derpy.
Yeah, you'll have to right-click the model. You can't copy-paste it. Oh my god, there's 2 voice impressions. Okay.
You gotta do the voice. You're over there.
No, they asked for Alfredo.
Oh. Talking to a puppet. That's perfectly normal. Oh.
Hey, big boy.
Wow, I'm being hit on by a
How's it
chicken.
going?
Pretty good. I got... Wait, what is that?
Truly.
But
Where's mine?
chickens can't drink. I'm pretty sure they explode. Chickens explode when they drink.
What the fuck you talking about?
Chicken biology, man. I'm like a chicken expert. You don't know.
You don't drink. We drink gravy.
They should...
Gravy's delicious. You ever been to KFC?
Gravy is delicious. I agree. What was I just doing? Wait,
Wait, did you guys
I gotta
both
do-
do Alfredo at the same time?
like, oh, there we go.
Was the same request that we asked for at the same time? Okay, good. You both did.
Left foot. Okay, cool. Now, from here, I want to make the flap.
Is this some fetish shit?
Oh, this is cute.
Is it cute fetish shit?
I mean, maybe.
Can we kill him? I'm hungry.
Um,
I've been here for a while.
Oh wait, I ripped the wing off.
No, it's okay. Give it to me.
Um,
It's broken. It's gone, Michael. Unrecoverable. But good with barbecue sauce.
oh, chicken, why? Down, then grab other derpy. Like, wait. Where did I think I accidentally made the wings on this derpy they're gone now. The wings don't come up on that derpy.
Go to the gear in the upper right. Way upper right. Far upper right. No, not that far. No,
This
yeah,
one?
there. Say show hidden controls. Yeah, there are pony wings. Right, there you go.
Down,
We've never seen Alfredo speaking
What?
for Mike.
shift. Wait,
Michael already says enough stupid stuff.
how do I unselect all?
Unselect?
Yeah.
Like undo motion?
No, how do I just select so that I can animate?
But you are selected to animate.
But if I press shift and mouse wheel up, it doesn't do anything.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Hold shift and just left click. Okay, now you can. You have to deselect everything first.
Darling,
I like the idea that Alfredo eats ponies. Yeah. Why not? Like, people eat chicken. Fuck 'em.
Doesn't seem very.
They don't eat horses.
doesn't
There's
seem
plenty of them.
Very kind of.
darling,
Have you met me?
I wanna help. Then I want.
darling,
You have 3 minutes.
Yes. I got this.
I could just keep adding time and you wouldn't even know it. Be like, you got 12 minutes. We use horses for glue? No, you use their hooves.
My favorite part of Centaur World is glue.
Humans have eaten horses. Bad humans. Probably. Well, it depends on the country. But, I mean, we eat other animals. So what's the difference between a cow and a horse? We, as humans, determine that they have a difference. But that doesn't mean that they physically do or anything. So...
Boop this right here.
So, you're saying this isn't fetish?
No.
It's a fetish.
I want to zoom in. How do I zoom in? Like that.
Mm-hmm. You want to zoom in? Like, continuous? Like zooming in, like what kind of zoom in?
How do I loop it?
Loop what? The animation?
Loop the animation from this section.
Okay, so there's within the area of the menu that you're in, there's 3 buttons in the upper right. One of them is an arrow pointing to the right into a wall. See it? Further to your right and a little down. Yep. Okay, that's it. Just hit space.
We did it! Look at them. They're so happy. They're so happy. They're so happy together. Oh, I need that hand. I was using it to make cute horses. Do fun stuff. Oh, no chicken. How much more time do I have? Because I have completed the best animation that you can never hope to rival.
You have 50 seconds. Are you just calling it good?
No. I gotta.
I want chicken to abuse you more.
We got 50 seconds. Get my
TikTok, bitch.
No, help. Help. It can hurt. Where is...
Handicap!
Muffin?
Handicap!
No. I don't get that. Use that hand anymore. The chicken has it. Why did the muffin not come with it? I gotta select all. I need my hand! No! I just have to play derbies. I did it. I play derbies. There's a muffin over there. It blipped for like a second.
What is Rarity saying?
I don't know. She's like, dresses.
Okay, there you go.
We did it. We did it, stream.
No, you did nothing.
I did this!
You did that once before. Literally the exact same with the wings opening.
No, I don't remember this.
Okay,
No.
does anybody in stream remember Michael making exactly that?
No, this is different. They got the tongues.
Okay, yeah, they did. They had the tongues and the wing slapping.
I did not do this. I'm 100% certain I did not do this.
Well, the USB keyboard cable, it's not, it's wireless.
I need to use the restroom.
Now put it to render? No, I'm not. It's still going.
Render it.
We're not rendering. This is gonna take a while. 4K. Remember the Derby Bonk Factory? Yes, I remember that one. It was. I'm glad you remember the Bonk Factory and not the boop thing, because that was the boop thing before it. I don't need a chat open here, no. About all the other times, definitely no. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, loaded in a muffin at some point, and I don't even know what it's doing. Okay. Gone, and that's what matters. Okay. Well, I think I recall Michael making some sort of derpy kiss on stream. Yeah, they did, but I'm pretty sure he did like the kissy thing like that. All right, I need to make sure. Did he accidentally F with anything? We'll just leave it as it then.
Wait, where'd my perfect animation go?
Apples. Darling,
So hard.
Books?
Did you render it right like the world asked?
Oh, yep, did.
The whole world?
mm, he's kind of...
Darling. So tell me, stream, was my animation the best you've ever seen? Pretty sure the answer's yes.
Yep, Lullaby for a Princess had nothing on you.
I believe that. It was NT. I don't know what that means. But I believe that is nifty truly.
It was, I'm thinking they meant to say not. Darling, yes.
That would be nifty truly. What are you drinking?
Rum and ginger ale.
Alright.
A little bit of oranges. Pretty tasty. She is this Schrodinger's pwn. She's both looking left and looking right.
You won't know until you hit the pause button. Well, now you know.
Okay, so she's gonna look to the right. Now we need to go and grab some other audio. So I feel like I need to get the audio sooner than later before they go down for maintenance for 7 months.
Yeah, because they'll... The creator of 15AI has created an amazing tool, but they are awful fickle.
No, it's been up for quite a while now. They went down for a little while for updates, but then it came right back up. So, but they've also made an excellent tool. I'm not going to complain. It's the best tool out there. So the fact that it's down there even for a while when it's free, any complaints are just like first world problems.
Yeah. Like there are other tools that do the same thing, but they're not nearly as refined, I guess is the word.
I'm not excited enough. We're not. Didn't sound right.
You had fun last night? It's because you found your new wife?
That's a good one. Yep, I'm doing that one. This one, it doesn't sound fake. Normally, they kind of have like a vibration to it that seems fakey, and there's one of these doesn't have that. So I'm gonna go with that one. I did download it, Audacity. Where is it?
That was separate. I just hope I get to be the best man at the wedding, Warhorse. That's all.
Wait, what?
It's better if you just never know. Just had her say party once?
Right now, I only do. I think. Yeah. Did I name this by their character? This was Rarity Darling. Yep, I did. Okay. So that should be good for now.
It's a pretty decent party.
You've loaded models, so I cannot load a sound library.
It did load models. I had Action Derby.
15AI is magical.
Kissy Derby.
It is, and then there was a lot of people being kind of butts about the fact it wasn't up for a while and being angry about it. And when you're provided a service for free, 100% free of the quality that they tend to give, shut the fuck up. I mean, really, if the person wants to take it down, they're taking it down. They're providing a free. Actually, they're providing a free service at their own cost. Did it kind of frustrate me that it went down when I needed it? Yes, but that's on me, not on him. So
The only criticism I could possibly really have is that I can't help but feel he exaggerated some of the costs a little bit when shooting back at the...
When he has a server that is constantly running AI calculations on the everything, and he has 839 people on at this moment and 40 in queue at this second.
Yeah.
That means that this server is constantly and nonstop running AI calculations for audio.
Yeah, when it's up.
When it's up.
When it's up.
Yes. Which is right now.
Yeah, which is right now.
Yeah. When it was down, yeah, he wasn't paying anything.
Yeah, but he was
Well, no, he probably had the servers under contract.
Yeah, but it probably didn't cost. It shouldn't have cost him what it was.
Anytime I've ever bought a server, a space, you buy the space on the server. If you need a certain type of volume, you're buying that volume. Because the place that you're buying it from isn't going to say you can have whatever you want whenever you need it, because their servers can't take that.
Yeah. I think he should have just ignored the people who were like giving him shit, but
he was an asshole in the best possible way. So he ended up being pretty funny. So no complaints on my part.
Sure.
But it was other people being very big assholes
other people
about
were
stuff.
being assholes for sure.
And then he was just kind of being a little angsty back, but he was
reacting to it poorly.
But he was actually being pretty funny in some ways.
Yeah.
So that's fine. But no, it's just, if you're being provided a free service, especially one that is a quality service for free, don't complain if it disappears, because you were getting it for free. If you wanted it for,
There's another water over there.
That's mine from earlier today.
Oh.
Don't touch it.
I'm not going to. I don't want to.
If you want to mix it with your Truly, you can go get more water.
No, I'm going to get more Truly after this.
No, you're not. When it was down, I was disappointed, but like, that's it. Yeah, because you're getting a free service, and he was saying it would be up at certain times, but that's only because people were constantly yelling at him about when is it going up, when is it going to be up. So he was giving them some kind of an estimate, and then when it not being true, then they're angry about it. So they wanted something, and then he gave it the best he could to them, and then when he wasn't able to actually keep up with that because he wasn't even probably comfortable with the first date, they're angry at him because he couldn't keep it. It's children that get free things and think that they're entitled to it.
Yeah, 15 AI is kind of all over the place, at least within the pony community now that it's up. It's being used in a lot of things.
Mm-hmm. And it's going to be using a lot more stuff because he was trying to get his model ready for everything. And now he has this huge list of stuff that he can import within a short period of time. Once it's all like the data is matched up with it. So he was perfecting the tool. To us, it might look like everything works. It doesn't change anything. But in the underlying stuff, he probably just put it all together so that he could bring in these other models and have them work a lot more flawlessly and a lot quicker, so that when people want things, it could be available. And so from our side, it looked like nothing changed, but from his side, it probably changed drastically. And a lot of that was probably like doing small little tweaks and then running it for a day and a half to let it compile and test and see how it actually ends up. So it did frustrate me a little bit for the people that were being assholes about it, but it's the point of it's part of the internet.
Yeah. I mean, there's literally hundreds of people on the internet. Some of them are bound to be jerks. My point exactly.
User space may not have changed much, but I guess you call it the
hundreds
kernel. Yeah, it's the server side of stuff. I used to do when I used to run a website. I used to do updates all the time to the website that didn't visually change anything, but I was making small little efficiency changes, updating certain UI elements.
Hundreds.
So yeah,
that's right, Nolan. There's hundreds. It's like 250 people on the internet. It's crazy.
No, it's. I'd like when you know something is in the millions and then you say something that's very far from the millions. I love doing that. He's doing it on purpose.
Yeah, I'm a little shit. That's okay.
there is at least how many people are here right now? 24. There's at least, and then me and him, so 26. There's at least 26 people on the internet.
Yes.
That is a true statement, scientifically proven, unless you guys are double streaming.
Yeah, which is possible.
Well, like
there could only be 50 people on the internet in its entirety. And that's why we only have 26 people here, though. Only half the internet can be here at any time.
yeah, because otherwise we'd overload the circuits. Because they're using the string and the tin cans over the ocean.
Yeah.
So anybody in England, there's at least latency of a couple hours.
Yeah, because it takes forever for the signal to get through the piece of yarn that is the internet.
Yeah, the internet travels very slowly by sound wave.
Yeah.
So
That's how it works.
it's very very technical stuff. I don't want to get into it because it's very over over your head.
And over the ocean, it's a soggy
soggy
yarn.
sound is the worst because you get muffled.
It takes forever.
Muffled internet is not good.
I'm pretty sure British people don't even really have an accent. It's just the sogginess in the yarn. But
British accent is a sogginess.
this is the sogginess in the yarn that we're all hearing on this end of the ocean.
Oh, that actually sounds like a conspiracy theory.
So now you know. So now you know, internet. It's all in the sogginess.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes. We all know now.
I see. How would one unhear this sogginess? Well, that means that probably to all the British people, we all sound like we have a British accent.
It's really hard to keep the yarn out of the ocean. So, I mean, it's got a lot of ocean to cross.
Yeah. They tried hiring seagulls. They pay them in breadcrumbs to hold the yarn above the water. It just didn't work out in the end. They ended up getting distracted by the fish and by boating vessels and other unidentified flying objects.
Yeah.
No, I got it wrong. English don't have accents. The colonists who call themselves, me including Americans, who have an accent. I was actually watching a video that was going over American accents and how many different accents there are, and there's a lot, hundreds. It's nuts.
I am actually impressed a little. It's interesting because I go over to England and pretty much every you can go a very, very short distance and the accents can change drastically.
Well, in America it's the same way. If you think about what makes an accent, you can go within the same city and find 3 to 4 that aren't just the different ethnicities but different areas of the same city.
Do you consider I'm from Kentucky, you're from Minnesota, do you consider that I have an accent?
Not generally. I don't really see you having too much of an accent. There's certain words that will, and then if you get, depending on the stories you're telling or the certain things you're talking about, sometimes the accent comes out.
It comes out.
Like right there, out. The way you said it was a lot more Kentuckian than Minnesotan. Because the way we pronounce O and the way you pronounce O are going to be different.
So O's are different.
Yeah, O's. They're I'm going to be like O, and
O,
and you're going to be like ooh, or we're more like ooh, and you're more like O.
Oh.
But and it depends on northern Minnesota compared to
United States compared to England though. For distance between the various of this accents. When I was in southern England, I could understand everyone. It was clear as a bell to me. It was an accent, but I could understand it. I got up to Glasgow, and there were people I could not understand. The accent was so thick. It was, and really.
Can you do an impression?
It's just I couldn't understand it.
That
was a bad impression, but
No, that was not your British accent.
Oh my! I'm Scottish. This is blew out the mic.
No,
the accents, in America, they'll change a little bit state to state, but in England, or rather the UK in general, township to township can vary drastically.
Okay, they got a
actually
lot more
crazy.
time. America does have accents that vary fairly easily, but not, I would say, probably in as short of a distance. But also, they're tightly packed, so that makes sense.
Like, going to England is it's a lot of, or the UK rather, is interesting. Just because, like, you could train ride from Southern England to Glasgow, and I think it was like going through Minecraft biomes. Like, I went from like 60 degrees in one area to seeing snow in another. Like, in a short train ride from south to north. It was crazy. England is Minecraft. There you have it.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Rainbow Dash be in the front. And I'm going to have Pinky says party. And so they all look. And she's going to be the one to initially be waving. And then... but Rainbow is going to be the first one to speak when the shot first hits her. That allows me to have both of them make words within the shortest period of time. And being that Rainbow Dash is going to be the first one to say anything within the visual sense, I want to have her be front and center. So Pinky will be the first one to wave because she was the one that made like contact, I guess.
Peak, I think that's like the 5th time this stream you've made the
Rainbow Dash's best pony. She is.
Not though.
She's the best main 6.
She's the best main 6. That is something we can both agree on.
Because that one it becomes a much more complicated story when you try.
Well, is she the best pony overall for you, or is she just the best main 6? Because I've always got the impression she's the best overall pony for you.
Well, a lot of the reasons that I have her listed as best are, it ends up being, it's just that it crosses a lot of things. Like
fan fictions?
No, well, for one, there's a fan fiction I like that made her character in one way, and I like that fan fiction.
I mean, that's fair.
Other being that her skin color works really well in natural lighting and tends to pop in comparison, which makes it easier. Her hair is also a lot, in a 3D sense, has a lot more randomicity to it. It's a lot more fragmented. Pinky has this like secondary hair thing that comes out that's kind of annoying to work with. Also, just animating her in general is complicated because she's bouncy, and to make her right is just difficult. Fluttershy's mane is an absolute bastard to work with. Anybody in SFM knows what I'm talking about. It's too long, and it's a hassle to work with. Animating her, not difficult. Her mane, though, is a nightmare. When it comes to the rest of them, Twilight's mane I don't really like working with as much because it's basically big boxy things on top. Really hard to make look natural. Otherwise, she's not too bad. If I had to pick people to animate, she's probably number 3 on the list. Rarity is a little bit difficult because her hair is long and it has that like rounded shape to it. To make it actually look natural is annoying. So I'm kind of basing my list, I guess, on hair. Applejack is actually my second favorite to animate and work with, just because her hair is, again, more fragmented, more random, and so it makes it a lot easier to work with. Her tail and her back hair are a little bit harder to work with, but manageable. They're not too bad. But Rainbow is she's the easiest model to animate.
So your entire
but also
who's best pony is
also
based on hair.
But it's also just Pinky is too much energy. Not a fan of that. She's like reserved and too shy. I'm not a fan of that. I like the smart stuff. That's fine. Too rarity.
Too rarity. Wow. You just gestured to all of her.
Yeah. She's fine, but no. Applejack I appreciate, but she's just too simple. And the Rainbow, I feel like, has an underlying complexity to her that she's confident and I
like her tomboyish attitude. I find it adorable.
But that's about her about her only external stuff. I'm talking about the internal stuff of she's overconfident, but she has shortcomings. She's just afraid to show such because of her confidence. And so there's a complexity of like multi-layered thing that is kind of fit in there, and that's kind of
she's a flawed character, as they all are, but her flaws stand out a little more.
Her flaws are where Applejack has flaws,
she's stubborn,
but they're obvious, and it's both stubborn.
She's stubborn.
Well, Rarity has flaws and she doesn't really hide
dramatic.
them, but she's dramatic. She instead like dramatizes them. Twilight doesn't dramatize. Well, she
freaks
dramatize
out
them,
easily.
but she's over the top on some things, but not about her flaws. It's to where she thinks she has flaws in areas that she doesn't.
Yeah.
And Fluttershy is just a giant flaw.
Wow. She's incredibly.
Fluttershy is on the other side, where it's somebody that should have confidence where they don't. Pinkie Pie is she's just annoying.
She has an issue with personal space.
She's just annoying. I don't know. And Rainbow just to me checks better boxes.
She's confident.
She's confident.
It bites her in the butt sometimes.
Yeah, and I'd rather have somebody that
ego.
believes they can do more than they can than somebody that believes that they can't do as much as they're capable of. Because it means that, are you afraid of failure? It means that Rainbow's not afraid of failure, but she is afraid of losing, and so she's not afraid to try. And where other people are afraid to even try, and yeah,
kick the dragon in the face.
Fluttershy is a giant flaw. That's a good quote. I'll take that one. Put a big exclamation point on that one.
It's the hatred for Fluttershy.
Applejack's big flaw is her wax outer layer. No, I think actually in terms of the show, her biggest flaw...
It's just stubborn.
No.
She can be stubborn.
It's simplicity. Her character is so one-dimensional. Basically everything about her character was shown in episode 1, and we've learned nothing new.
That was the whole thing with Applejack. Like, everybody else is trying to find their place, where Applejack, at the very beginning of the show, had already found what she wanted to do with her life. Like, she just wanted to be an apple farmer. And that never changed.
But that's fine, but that's one of the problems with that character is how do you write episodes for a character that has no flaws? So her flaws are the fact that she is so simple.
Yeah.
That little things complicate her life.
Yeah.
And it's I enjoy some of the episodes about her, but it's because the authors probably had the writers had a lot of effort put into trying to just figure out what the fuck to do with her character.
She was my second favorite character of the main series.
Twilight's my second, and then followed by Applejack. Fluttershy Pinkie's probably my last, and then followed by Fluttershy.
Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at too.
But not to say that there's anything wrong with those characters.
No,
I'm not saying they're bad.
Characters.
They're all good characters, yeah. Because there's definitely some people that really like Fluttershy, and no, that's perfectly fine.
Like Billy Ray Cyrus, I think, he was a huge Fluttershy fan. He said she talked like Marilyn Monroe, which
she got better.
Questions about Billy Ray Cyrus.
She got better as the series went on, by far, because she started gaining some confidence. But that's because character growth, and that's part of what character growth is. She started getting some confidence, but she definitely still didn't have it fully there, which is fine. It's about small steps.
I always thought about which characters you could mess with, and not what the most severe repercussions were. And I do feel like Fluttershy was the one you could not mess with, because she had a lot of allies that would mess you up.
Yeah, she was that like introvert that was protected by all the extroverts.
Well, she had a forest full of animals.
Would you consider Fluttershy an introvert?
I would consider her an introvert. Yeah.
Pinkie Pie.
She's an extrovert.
Rainbow.
Extrovert.
Twilight.
Introvert.
Are you sure? Because she did multiple speeches in front of lots of people without any problem.
Well, you can be an introvert and still give speeches. I feel like an introvert can script things and be presentable, but actually functioning in a social environment, she, at least in the beginning of the series, had issues.
I feel like she's an introvert that started becoming better at expressing extrovert.
Yes, but I
things.
still feel like
but
she
that's
was somebody who needed to recharge after the fact.
oh yeah, no, actually then that's still an introvert.
Yeah.
Because like I can be extroverted at conventions and stuff, but you better give me some time afterwards because I'm
Yeah.
gonna burn out. Rarity?
Rarity's an extrovert. in the
Yeah,
right
I could see you being an
crowds.
extrovert. How about Applejack?
She is. That's a difficult one. I think she's an extrovert, but she doesn't
No.
really seek it.
Nope, I would say she's an introvert. She wants to do the things that she does, and she wants to do only that thing, and she wants to just do it by herself.
I think she's an introvert when it comes to anybody outside of her family, but as far as her family is concerned, even like extended family, she can be.
But within family, that's still introversion. It's
Yeah.
within small group. Extroversion is about expanding to people you don't know.
Well, I wouldn't say that her family's a small group because the Apple family never learned to take cold showers. They
They
a lot
don't
of
shower
apples.
together.
Not together, but I mean, there's a lot of apples.
No, I think if I had to take a guess, there's 3 introverts, and it's Fluttershy, Twilight, and Applejack, and then the other 3 are extroverts.
Yeah.
But that's stating that there is like a fine line between those groups, and there's not. Introvert and extrovert is a term that we identified to certain traits, but that does not mean that that is what makes and defines a person. You can be extroverted and introverted, but you aren't, I don't think, an extrovert or an introvert.
Like, I think if there's one character that got everybody to interact socially, it was Pinkie Pie. She was definitely the one who pushed the others to like go to parties.
Yeah, but they were usually to interact with their group.
Yeah.
So then that's not extroversion. Going to a party and then only talking with the people you know is not extroversion.
I agree. I'm introverted in the sense that I would rather hang out with close friends.
But that's why
group.
when we go to convention and stuff, after a couple of drinks, I really want to go and just talk with some random groups of people. Because at that point, I'm feeling more extrovert. I always want to talk with random people, but all you're doing at a group event is talking with the people that you already know. Then that's not extroversion.
I kind of feel like we're going to be doing that a bit more. Just hanging out with the closer group as opposed to a more expanded group.
Why?
Just because of certain events that are ending.
Yeah, but we spent most of the time just with our group anyway.
Yeah.
95% of our time was with the group anyway, so that doesn't change anything. And even the group events that we did have ended up being so few amount of people.
I agree.
It ended up just being us anyway, so no, it doesn't change anything.
It would have been nice to think that somebody else could show up new, but that's probably
It can happen, but not. It's hard at this point to find new bronies.
Every once in a while, we get some people for a few meetups that were outside the norm, but it was.
We need to get an awesome.
Awesome.
Pretty sure I'm fairly introverted. Yeah, but like I said, it comes down to. I feel like introvert and extrovert is just some term that was invented years and years ago, and everybody's just believed to be true. But there is nothing scientifically proving anything about introversion and extroversion. It's really just about when people want to express themselves to others and not to. Because, like I've mentioned before, if somebody you do not know and have never talked with before comes up and asks you a question about something you are passionate about. Introvert or extrovert or not, you're going to be expressing everything you know about it, and it doesn't stop you. So
I actually, when I joined the pony fandom, I was severely, like, I guess, introverted in that I did not want to talk with anybody I did not know. But when I went to my first BronyCon, I made a point in my head that needed to stop, and even if it, like, strained me horribly, I needed to talk to people. That's why I was going there. So every opportunity I had at the very first BronyCon I went to, I would sit down with people who were just playing games and chat them up, and I made a point to do it. Like, it was hard.
Awesome.
But in the end, I think it paid off.
Awesome.
Like, if I had not done that, I probably would not have talked to you or Jay or Dex or anybody at that game.
right there.
So, I mean, you gotta. If you want to make friends, you have to. It takes effort.
Awesome.
That's really all there is.
Awesome.
you have to go outside your comfort zone. I definitely went outside my comfort zone.
We thought about some of those other ones. Not speed. She never really says speed. Fast maybe, but that doesn't make any sense. Awesome kind of works. Cool maybe, but it doesn't. It's harder to work with. Cool just over and or awesome said it repeatedly is okay. Cool said repeatedly. No, not really.
Also kind of like awesome because of Australia. Because it's like that was the right word.
Yeah, in Australia, anytime somebody said something about that what she did, they would see like, that's amazing, and she would always say, that's the wrong A word. That was the quote that she would use for quite a long time, was that's the wrong A word.
Yeah. Like if somebody's like, oh, you're adorable, and she'd be like, wrong A word. I just loved it. I'll be right back.
Okay. I'm gonna go take a piss. One drink. Stool, cool as fuck. Sure. Might be easier to find an official awesome on YouTube. Yeah, I think she said it a lot in a lot of these. Like, I'm not liking how they sound. Well, actually, you know what? Let me try this. It could be that I can grab one of the mid ones. Yeah, a little bit. But sometimes putting it with a lot more words helps.
Awesome.
Maybe a little too quick.
Awesome.
Like, see there.
Awesome.
That actually sounds really good. That sounds legit. But they're too quick. If I could slow that down, but if I slow it down, then it's going to sound mechanical again. Let me see. Maybe if I put some periods in here. Put exclamation after every awesome. I'm going to try periods and see what we do here. Why does it make angry? She's saying awesome. Just keep the same glass. Maybe just that's fine. Just keep everything. Just put one of the Trulies in there. That's fine. No, I don't need any ice in there.
Awesome.
Huh? Either the lemon or the anything but the peach. Really. I put a couple on the mid shelf because I wanted to grab you a peach.
Awesome.
That mid one sounds really good.
Awesome.
Oh, I like this first one.
Awesome.
I like the first one.
Awesome.
Ooh.
Awesome.
That mid one is, I think, is the winner right there.
Awesome.
That first, what is she even saying there? I mean, I want the middle one, so I'm gonna grab it, but oh, that's Adom. It's still Adom.
Awesome.
It sounds like somebody trying to pretend that they're Rainbow Dash.
Awesome.
This is not coming out well.
Awesome.
Starts okay, not good ending.
I have to give it a few tries.
Awesome.
That one's not good.
Awesome.
That one.
Awesome.
That one's perfect. That's exactly what we need here. This one.
Got it.
No, I knew this was the one I wanted, but all the others sucked. It was awesome. It was. I wanted the dip at the end because normally, if you're ending a sentence, you're ending the statement to something, you're going to go down on a low note. If you're asking a question, you're going to be like what's up? You're going to go in a high note to end a question. You're going to end on a low note to end the statement. And so in this case, this works. Export. Wait. So this is going to be.
Wait.
Rainbow. Awesome.
No, I just thought I saw a weird audio file. Never mind me.
And I shouldn't have loaded any of the other ones yet.
I like the strawberry.
The strawberry to me on the truly, that's the
I think that-
tease is there is too strawberry. It feels too much like they're trying to artificially replicate strawberry.
I feel like that's why we get along, is because you like the Trillies that I don't like, and I like the Trillies that you don't really like, and then we can.
You like the fakey
just-
ones. I like the lemon because it tastes like lemon, and I like the raspberry because it tastes like raspberry.
Well, then you'll be happy with the Trillies I picked.
It's lemon.
Do you like the lemon?
Awesome.
That's fine.
I like the peach and the strawberry.
So I dug for a peach. The last one sounds like she's mid sneeze. Yeah, kinda a little bit. It has a perfect tone, but it sounds like she has a sore throat. Yeah, that's that. Like I think that reverberation that comes from the AI, which is fine. Any algorithm like this is going to have some errors that pop up. That's why sometimes it takes a couple tries to find the right one. The Applejack video with the tractor, some of those took multiple tries over and over again to just find the right one. And I think a couple of them I actually split it in two, where I got like the beginning of one and the end of another. It's not about first try stuff. The AI is really about, and it's not even the confidence level. I ended up grabbing the one with the lowest confidence technically, but it's about whatever sounds right.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
It's an impressive program, but I do not think it will replace actual voice actors anytime soon.
No, it's for shit posting, and that's what
Yeah.
this is. And I will use it for shit posting. But if I'm trying to make an emotionally involved, like deep video with somebody, even if it sounds less like the character, I will find a voice actor to do it. But for shit posting, it's great because I can just keep trying and recycling without having to tell somebody, "Can you redo that?" Because I changed my mind. Because shit posts are that way,
Mm-hmm.
and I do not want to tell somebody that.
Apples and darling books. Hurry! Hurry!
Okay, you have Fluttershy just keeping her head down. It's very
Well-
Fluttershy.
Because I don't want her interacting in any way. I want to have them, and as soon as
Awesome.
they say awesome,
Awesome.
where we go.
Awesome.
Oh, I have just like the all.
Awesome.
He hasn't really animated it yet, but without cheats. It's just a lot of post-production.
I agree. Multiple takes from 15. Yep, that's the best way to do it. Perfect tone, but it sounds like she has a sore throat. Yeah, it's fine. I'm gonna probably have some background noise and stuff in there too that hides all that stuff. Radis won the race. Pinky comes in close second, and Fluttershy comes in third.
I feel like in a race, Pinky would win. Because she can, like, bend space-time.
She can bend space-time, but she's never focused. So she would bend space-time, but then she would get distracted at some point and forget she's doing
Yeah.
a race.
I think they even had an episode where Rainbow Dash was trying to lose Pinkie Pie,
Yeah,
and she couldn't.
Pinky was out racing her.
Yeah. Like, as far as the Pie Sisters is concerned, for all the strength Maud has, Pinky has that in speed. She can move.
Awesome.
So they're kind of already pre-moving, and so I've got to like kind of lock that in because
Awesome.
Let's put.
so I want to have like at least like a good amount of a second at the beginning where they're not moving because I want to have it be introduction of the characters. So I'm having them show,
Awesome.
then she says something, and then right afterwards they start walking forward. Fluttershy at this point is going to look up. The planning part is to me the most important part because if you get the planning part done correctly and as you should have it, then that means you can save on a lot of work later and you know what you're doing is the final work. So I'm going to put as much time into clarifying what I want here. It doesn't mean I can't change it in the future. I've definitely done that before. But I want to make sure I'm as confident as I can be with the idea that it is as of right now, and that's kind of what here. So, it's like even here, I would probably have Pinky's arm kind of up, like here, and then
Awesome.
oh, that actually went to the next one.
Hooves are adorable. Adorable.
They're durable.
They're adorable.
Awesome.
Okay, so she just kind of she's waving.
Awesome.
And then they come forward. Oh, that kidding.
Awesome.
That might be too quick.
Darling books. Awesome.
This needs to be delayed a little bit more. I'm thinking about when things actually get animated. It's a little bit of a cheat watching things when they're not animated yet because it feels like they're transitioning immediately, but more than likely they're going to be transitioning for like a good third of a second or a half a second after that transition, and that's not going to make any sense. So I need to give myself a little extra leeway. So here, as soon as they said party, they would have been like, huh, and churned. That's probably going to be about here, and I need to have them there for like a half second, so I probably need a little bit more time actually. There we go. That might be a little bit more accurate. And even this would probably be a little earlier.
Awesome.
This would be a little earlier than that.
Awesome.
So yeah, then Fluttershy is going to look up.
Awesome.
Probably have her go look up a little earlier.
Awesome.
Waving and bouncing.
Awesome.
Bouncy bounce. Are you gonna have him walk, or are you just gonna have him?
Yeah, I'm going to have a walk.
Okay.
Right now, this is just my planning.
Yeah. No, I wasn't sure if you. I was like, I'm just gonna leave it like that. That's fine.
No, it would make it too much on that like stupid level.
I like stupid though.
I like stupid too, but the joke works the best when everything else is as close to the real characters as possible, except the one thing.
I do agree. It would be better if they were just proper walking, but like,
Yeah, because otherwise it's just stupid with stupid.
I
but
didn't know how much you were willing to put into this video. So.
No, the walking is easy. Adding a walking animation is easy. The only thing I'd be concerned about is some of the turning and stuff, but in essence, that's actually not difficult, especially if I go cheap on it. Like in here, for this shot, the only character I have to actually put any type of effort into is Twilight.
No, Peak, he did the stupid faces. He had ponies that were apples, ponies that all
Nope,
turned
I did.
derpy.
Yeah, I did everybody being derpy, and then I did the apple rarity, and then I did another one after that. I did 3 in a row. What was the one I did after that?
I don't think you did after that.
No, I did.
But I believe.
Can't remember what I did though. No, I'm pretty sure I did 3. I tried to.
I made an amazing video.
You guys made it hard on me.
You did.
I had to count to 3. Do you know how many fingers I have? Not 3.
No, clearly.
Yeah, how many do you count?
I count. Whoa.
It's already gone.
It's gone.
Yeah, you can't prove nothing.
It's no, I can't do it. I'm gonna have another drink.
No. Oh, okay, good.
This drink.
I thought you were gonna go get another drink. I'm like,
No,
whoa,
this is
God.
definitely the last one for the night. Like, I am so toasted. That's okay, because you are too.
No, I'm fine.
Liar. No way. Drink your drink.
I ate food before I drank. You didn't.
I had 1 whiskey coke before I drank.
Yeah,
drank.
that
Or
means
before
it
I-
hits your system super hard right away. And then you immediately followed up with more drink, so it's not about diluting, you added more.
I had like 2 burgers, and some cauliflower
And some green
tots,
beans and some
green
bacon
beans.
and some cauliflower
And there were
tots.
potatoes and green beans.
Yeah, there was a lot of food.
It was a lot of food. We ate well. Tomorrow we're gonna eat light. It's gonna be ribs.
No, it depends.
Oh, you going out tomorrow?
Yeah, I've said I've gone to my
Oh, yeah.
parents
Okay.
unless the weather's bad.
Yeah, like if you're here, I'll make ribs. If you're not, I'll just eat leftovers. Still taco meat.
Awesome.
And put that on a piece of bread.
Okay, so Fluttershy walks forward, and then I need to show as many of them at the same time as possible. The best shot to work from that is going to be this one.
Well, so we're doing Jackpot.
Yeah, we're doing Jackbox later tomorrow too.
Really?
I didn't see Twilight eat my 2,000 channel points. I did as many of the stupid faces as I thought I had, so I did like 30 minutes of straight stupid faces.
A lot of stupid face.
But there was 3 in a row, so I just try to do as much stupid stuff in a row as I can. When you guys do multiple in a row, I do the best I can with it.
Yes,
I can't like identify each.
I remember an apple attacking Applejack, and I remember lots of derpies. So I can only assume that one of those stupid faces was yours. So
Yeah, I basically just followed it up. Afterwards, I just did a bunch of stuff in a row.
then I made Derpy's kiss. Amazing.
So for this, I'm gonna back the camera up a little bit. Probably gonna widen the camera. 1085. Oh, we're gonna go to like this, and then we're going to.
Speak of war, I believe when there was the apple, like dressing Applejack, that was all for you.
Okay, identify it as I want, but
I just, or you did.
I don't remember what order they were put in. There's just so many in a row.
There's so much.
Okay, so Twilight's gonna move to here.
Oh no. Chicken speaks for Mike. So do I have to
No.
control Chicken? Is that what this is?
You can speak. Oh God, no!
Look, if I put my hand up,
You guys
Chicken,
are-
you
you-
would be upset.
If I put my hand up, chicken.
Like, what? You can get a bucket of KSE for $10.99.
What are you trying to talk to some like 1920s radio announcer?
I am coming to you from the radio station of Chicken Radio.
Chicken radio.
This has been Chicken Radio by Chicken. Chicken all day, every day, all the time. Chicken. And we're all gonna die. The universe is slowly fading into oblivion. What? The
Why are you
heat death
still
of the
going?
universe. Ah! Well, that's the end of Chicken Radio. It is
Chicken
dead.
Radio is dead. And I'm pretty sure the world rejoices.
The Chicken Radio star is dead. It's a reference to a song.
Hold on. I got this. Hold on.
He's
Okay.
he's up there now.
No, he's good now. He's fine. Oh, you put him up there? Oh.
He's back where his place.
Look, he definitely looks like he's got
do you wish to
broken
have
bones.
chicken? He is here for your amusement. Oh, he's dead.
He's dead.
The Chicken Radio star is proper dead. Proper dead now.
Yeah, it's fine. He reincarnates every morning.
It's fine. He's getting a little bit too philosophical there, anyways.
Okay, they just came in, so we gotta keep them turned a little bit.
Phoenix chicken, yes.
Phoenix chicken. God.
Was it the chicken or the egg came first? Chicken reverts the egg and begins anew. Chicken nuggets for everyone.
Just a little bit better of an angle for stuff.
Man, could you imagine that? Like if you had a real phoenix, you could just start a restaurant just murdering that same phoenix over and over again.
I think, I'm pretty sure that is altered carbon.
Like, you just murder the phoenix, you make chicken nuggets, or phoenix nuggets, and then you, like, gets reborn, and then you kill it again.
Altered carbon, not really a spoiler, but kind of, has an entire area where rich people can go to basically have, like, weird fetishy sex with people that ends up murdering them, but because they can just kind of come back in a new body, they just buy them a whole new body. And so, to get rid of their kinks, they basically do that.
So, are human nuggets?
Yes, humans are chicken nuggets.
Delicious. So, you asked for...
That sounds like a bigger kink if you're covering them in honey mustard.
You gotta use the what was it? Not the... What was the sauce that was really good at McDonald's?
The Mulan?
No, that's the meme. There was like... I can't remember. The sweet and sour sauce, that's what it was. That was the one I always liked. But anywho, Alexandra, you asked for me to do an impersonation of myself? I'm confused.
I think so.
Howdy, 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 I'm Mike. I'm from Kentucky. I do the country voices and I catch bees and throw them at people. Yeehaw! I'm Mike the guy from Kentucky. Yeehaw! That's me, right? I did it. You seem...
Oh, no.
You seem hurt.
I was
by
checking to
this.
see if I could, because you can puppeteer by hitting spacebar and then like moving things, and then it would record the motion. I was seeing, can I hit reverse and animate in reverse, and it does not let you. Damn. Somehow his impression was more accurate than the actual Michael.
That's all. I think one of the words I use constantly that I always get called out for here in Minnesota is like, let's all go and get supper. We're gonna go eat supper.
Wait, we don't call you out for the supper.
No, Draft does.
Oh,
Draft
then
calls
that's
me out for the
different.
supper.
For calling it supper?
Yeah. Because nobody here calls it supper.
Nobody call it.
Dinner.
We'll generally call it dinner, but I'm not gonna call. If you told me what is a carbonated beverage, I'm gonna call it pop. I'm not gonna call it soda.
It's soda.
Yeah, but in up here we'll call it a pop. But when it comes to supper or dinner, I will use it perfectly interchangeably.
Really?
Yeah, it doesn't bother me either way.
Everyone else I've talked to, if you say supper, you're doing it wrong. Up here.
No, I don't think it's doing it wrong. I just think that that's just a different way of saying the same thing. I'm guessing that both have an actual use and differentiation, but
I think there's a slight difference, but it's pretty irrelevant at this point.
yeah. And there was probably a difference between like lunch and brunch, but really,
Oh yeah, of course there is.
I didn't know that brunch is supposed to be lunch with breakfast. But then, what do you call dinner with breakfast?
Brunch is when you eat a meal you eat between lunch and breakfast.
Okay, but what if I have brunch for lunch?
Well, that means you're eating an early lunch.
Okay, but what if it has like eggs and
didn't
French
eat
toast and pancakes?
Well, that means you're having an early lunch, but you didn't eat breakfast. But you're having it close enough to lunch.
But then you didn't have breakfast, so
you're-
how do you say it's between the two? Maybe it's just a late breakfast.
It's a late breakfast or an early lunch.
But then how do you determine which is which?
You don't. You just call it brunch.
Yeah, which means to me it's like having pancakes for any time in the middle of the day.
You could.
It's an excuse to have pancakes.
It would be like having a meal at like 10:30 or 11, and it could either be a sandwich with turkey, a turkey sandwich, or pancakes. It could be either or. It would still be brunch.
Oh my God.
Too early for lunch, too late for breakfast.
You gotta check out the shot. She's not needed there.
You triggered my Google. Yes, we did. I'm happy.
Oh wait, you have me on speaker. Hey Google, play My Little Pony.
Hey Google, play.
I just said something.
I want a
Time
different
again.
song.
No, because it's not even done processing the first.
Look, Pika War is making me do a thing. Hey,
No, stop. Hey Google, what?
hey
Play
Google.
porn.
Hey Google, play Baby Shark.
Play Baby Shark. Yes.
Hey Google, play Baby Shark. Google play Baby Shark now. And anybody who asks Alexa, hey Alexa, play Baby Shark.
You got to give it time to respond. You have to say, "Hey
but
Alexa,
Alexa's-
no, hey Alexa, play Not Gonna Give You Up."
It's never gonna get.
Oh, yeah, I got Siri too. What the fuck? When Google Home Shave turned against me. You guys were laughing so hard Google didn't hear you. That's probably better that way.
Google, play Baby Shark. There, I hope it took that
No, I was
time.
talking.
Well, stop it.
Well,
Stop-
because
stop
you
it.
started talking when I was talking.
Oh, you're talking nonsense. Oh my god, you triggered mine. Good.
Did it play Baby Shark?
Please tell me you played Baby Shark. If Mike was Google and Google was a human, it's just like, please stop looking up all the Sonic images. It's hurting me. Google,
No, Vita.
it's all bad.
Vita, did it actually like start playing Baby Shark? That'd be great.
I would love that. It's just like, Google, I am Google. Why?
No,
do you do
it's
things?
like never gonna give you up. It's only available on Amazon Music. What? Oh wow.
There you go.
Well, that's capitalizing on a meme.
Like, if Google was a person, they would be very upset at all the things people Google. It's like, did you just ask
Well-
why are crabs?
Hey,
What do you mean, why are crabs?
there's like 20 people here, and it worked on one. That's good with me. And I probably half those people don't even have Hey Google. Try it again. Go with Baby Shark. Okay, we'll try it.
Hey Google, play Baby Shark. Shark, Oh, it's Alexa.
It's Alexa. Okay, so hold on, I got this one.
Okay.
Hey Alexa, play Baby Shark. No, so we had a funny. I've never mentioned this before, but I was trying to test my audio downstairs at one day, and we ended up having it. I was trying to get it to go to my TV, and it wasn't working. And I thought the name of this TV was different, and so I sent it to a different TV, and it apparently started playing piano in Michael's room. And he's like, because that was my old TV. He's using my old TV as a monitor.
Yeah.
And so when he told me that, I'm like, I got this. And so I just started playing Baby Shark, and suddenly upstairs I start hearing blaring Baby Shark.
He was hurting me.
It worked. and it was he goes down the stairs. I am dying laughing because I know it worked. And the best part is that he probably hasn't changed anything, which means that at any moment I
can't be bothered.
he's gonna be playing Diablo 2, and he's gonna suddenly change to Baby Shark.
My character dies, everything's awful, and just do.
It worked, nice. Hey, that's some good quality audio. Is what that means.
Yeah.
Anyways, so we're done for today. It's already 11 after, so we're gonna head out. We are gonna be doing Jackbox tomorrow at probably 7 p.m. Central Time, and we're gonna be doing. This is me talking there, and we'll be doing Satisfactory on Sunday again. This is gonna be Kyle's last stream potentially for a little while.
Forward to Satisfactory.
We had a lot of fun last time. But Kyle's going to be gone for potentially a couple months. He's getting deployed, not overseas. He's getting deployed within the state to do some other work within the National Guard. So he'll be gone for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just going to do that one again while he's here, and that stuff. So I might come to Jackbox. Jackbox is a lot of fun.
Jackbox is always entertaining. Yeah.
Pete gave you a request.
Oh, he gave me a request. Oh, Alexa, play My Little Pony Friendship's Magic theme song. Tell me if it works.
I gotta DM this time about being popular. Okay, so I am going to. You gotta be louder.
Alexa, play My Little Pony theme song.
Okay, we're going to do a raid. Let's do a raid of Jade. He's playing some more Great Ace Attorney. He doesn't have his camera.
He's been playing
on.
that a lot.
Yeah, there's not. Again, he plays mostly on YouTube, so Twitch is a little bit of a side thing. But hey, I did Fiora last time, so I want to do Jay this time. So we're gonna jump there. Otherwise, for anybody that is interested, I am actually gonna go play some Halo Infinite multiplayer in Discord, our Discord after this. So if anybody that has it wants to go and play, hop into Discord. If you do not have the Discord, I can't even do the shortcut because it's not there. It's probably in the description below, whatever, all that stuff, and stuff. So, otherwise, especially for Nolan and Silver, because I know they have it and stuff. So, otherwise, let me grab the kitty. Maybe see you guys tomorrow. Otherwise, so if you have it, it's free.
It is free.
I played a lot of the single player today. I probably played like 8 hours of the single player today. The single player still has a little bit of issues with it, but they're minor. And otherwise, like having an open world Halo is actually a lot of fun. It's like playing if you play Shadow of War. It's like Shadow of War meets Halo.
I think the only downside is you need a fairly beef computer to play Halo.
Not really.
Like not super beef, but like if
I'm
you
running
have
a 4K 120. Anyways,
2 years.
I missed the bits part, but thank you, Warhorse, for doing your moderating. Thank you for Russian Badger and Creative Joy for the follow, and thank you for Russian Badger and VDub for the subs. The VDub one I know definitely came from Nolan, so thank you very much. Otherwise, thank you to Silver for the bits. Thank you, Warhorse, for the bits. Thank you, Silver, for more bits. Thank you to Jinxie for a lot of bits. Thank you, Russian Badger, for also a lot of bits. Nolan for bits, and more horse for other bits, and Silver.
They're called derpies?
Oh, it cut it.
They are derpies.
It forced it.